Hi.
Hey everybody, how's it going out there? It is Wednesday, which means that my head is in the box for a different reason than it normally is, which is on a Thursday. And we hope everybody's doing out there. Travis showcasing his wonderful and ever-changing toy collection and everything. We are here finishing up last week's Alien one shot or two shot rather. Getting ourselves traumatized and mutilated in the name of entertainment, both for our own benefit and for yours. And I try out this awesome game by Fria Ligan, which, we're playing through this sort of, what is this, Rudy? Is this like an
So
intro?
this is the cinematic starter kit, is what they're calling it.
All right, yeah, it has a very cinematic experience. There's a lot about it that I really like. My guy's got 6 stress right now. But before we get into all that, how is everybody doing? Lisa, let's start with you and how's it going?
Hello.
I'm sorry.
I am sick. I don't normally sound like this. I'm Lisa. Sorry, I feel so bad. I'm the community manager for Dungeon Masters Guild and the D&D Adventurers League. And also I do social media for Dungeons and Dragons. And I might actually die in the middle of this game because Jim is making me talk.
I don't stop, please. No. I'm sorry you're sick. I thank you for playing, for soldiering on. Real trooper. Charlie, how's it going?
It's going real good. I'm so excited to be back here on WebDM. It's been like a hot second.
I know, right?
But I get to play with some of my favorite people ever. And, I get to steal Pruitt's spot on the team. And that's always a good feeling.
Yeah, anytime.
So I'm very excited to dive into space. The movie, I decided it was too scary for me, but I love horror RPG. That's the strange truth of my situation. Make it as scary as you can when it's RPG. Make it as light and cuddly as you can when it's TV and movies. We've been through mud, blood, and shit, Jim Davis. I'm ready for alien goo.
Excellent. Now let's add goo to that. And Travis, how are you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, brother Jim. Happy to be here on the WebDM Twitches and playing with some of my very favorite people and going back to my very favorite sci-fi universe right now. I do have lots of toys. That's the wrong one right there. So I can't wait to get it on. I think I have a 4 stress and a shredded face.
And no more ammo.
An amount of ammo. We gotta get a judgment on whether I have a shotgun or not, but we'll get to that. So yeah, I'm psyched.
Excellent. I'm psyched as well. Rudy, why don't you take over and introduce yourself and then get this game started?
Yeah, hey, hi, my name is Rudy Basso. I'm one of the co-owners of Don't Split the Podcast Network, a podcast network all about RPGs and them. That's it. It's about RPGs. So like Jim said, or like Charlie said, Pruitt, unfortunately, is not with us this week. He was too busy, but that's okay because he just died, maybe, possibly? He was definitely revealed as a synthetic, which is brand new to all of you. So instead, we're going to have Charlie jump in as another character, another synthetic, this one not a secret robot. Charlie will be playing Ava 6, who is the synthetic aboard the Cronus, the USCSS Cronus. Let's summarize what happened last week real fast. So, the crew of the USCSS Montero was on a routine hauling mission when they were awoken early from hyperspace by Mother, the onboard ship computer. Mother told them to investigate the Cronus, a long-missing research vessel. Almost 75 years it's been MIA, and that they had to recover and return it to a port with its cargo, whatever that may be, intact. When they got aboard, however, they found out that some of the Cronus' crew were infected with aliens! So on the ship, they also found Ava, the Cronus' synthetic. She is very friendly. While you were all headed to the armory for more supplies and weapons, you encountered a full-grown neomorph, which, if you're paying attention at home, are the aliens from Alien Covenant. They're not the classic xenomorph there. Travis is showing us a smaller version. Yeah, they got that. The claws. Good job. So the alien ambushed you, surprised you guys, grabbed Cham and dragged him down one of the hallways. But Rai, Cham's buddy, ran up bravely, smacked him with a wrench, I think. What a hero. Got his neck bit for it. Pretty gruesome. But instead of the crimson red blood of a human, outburst milky white synthetic blood. Oh! Rai is an android. Rai is a goddamn android. And that's where we'll pick up. And, oh no, everybody's off. I gotta move people around. Okay. Overlay fail. That's what we say in the Twitch world. So let's jump in with, let's have Charlie roll for Rai, because Rai is not dead necessarily. Death is not like one and done sometimes, usually. So Charlie, if you could roll a d6, this will determine whether Rai lives or dies or loses an arm or something like that.
Do I want high or low? I need to know what I'm hoping for.
You want low.
Okay. 2.
Okay. So the thing grabs Rai by his shoulders, lifts him up, and uses its tail to kind of dissect him. The legs of his body are sawn off completely, and then it throws him to the side and dashes away towards the kind of ladder. You don't hear which way it goes, but you don't see it anymore. It's escaped around the corner. So Rai is on the ground, bleeding a lot, but still alive. So, yeah.
Davis yelps. Why does his blood look like that? Oh my God. And I point the flamethrower at him. I look at everybody now.
You definitely know that that's how synthetics work. Just,
okay, fine. I still do that though.
You have that character knowledge.
We didn't know he's a synthetic though.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
Like, what? Cham is freaking out. He's just survived. First, he jumped in front of Leah when the alien attacked her. He got dragged because of it, had to fight off the alien. Got rescued by Rai. And the two of them were next to each other. They're backing up. The alien attacks Rai. Rai is bleeding synthetic blood, gets ripped in half now. This is all like within the last 2 minutes of Cham's life or something like that, right? His world is crashing around him and he's flipping out. I'm backing away from Rai as fast as possible, just because it's too much to process. Seeking cover.
And I think Vanessa Miller is probably the least shocked by this. It probably confirms a few of the things that she was suspecting about Rai, who she was always at odds with, and I like lifts the shotgun up and just like gives him a good long look, and is more interested in which way the potentially final neomorph just ran off to.
So if you're looking at your map, we are on deck B, and it ran north towards junction B1. Rai is like, oh geez, what happened, guys? I was just trying to save Cham from the monster, and I guess it hurt me. Oh God, but I'm okay. I can get up. And he tries to like lift himself up on his hands. So I can still help you guys. I'm still a member of the crew. Yeah, Montero for life. Waylon Yutani, right guys? Yeah.
I step forward and I use my flamethrower. No, wait. No, that was confusing. I use the object of the flamethrower to like kind of pin him to the ground.
Sure. Yeah, the bulk of it.
Yeah.
Receiver. Okay, he's like, Davis, buddy, what are you doing? What's going on here?
You tell me what's going on here. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Can't be real. None of this is real, Captain. None of this is real.
What's lying? I mean, hiding. That's a strong word, lying. I mean, maybe I didn't reveal all my information about myself, okay? You didn't tell us all that you had a problem with drugs when you got on the ship. This is basically the same thing, but instead of addicted to drugs, I'm a robot.
Because I don't.
Okay, sure you don't. He gives you a thumbs up.
It's a company thing. They don't have to tell us.
And then when you say that, his face turns dark and he goes, "I'm not Wayland Yutani, Captain. I don't work for your company."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I melt him now?
No. Hold 2 seconds. And then who do you work for? Rye.
Let's see. We can make some checks. So this game's social system with skills gives a lot of power to people if you beat them. So this could definitely be a manipulate check. It could be maybe even...
Okay.
It cannot be a command check, because with a command check, you need to command someone that is in the same organization as you. Which...
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I have now revealed that Ryan may not be in the same organization.
Which I cannot
as you.
do.
You cannot. You cannot. So it would be a manipulate off. So we would roll manipulate against each other, which is...
Cool. I have a 5 in my empathy attribute and nothing in manipulation. Do I roll 1 stress die or 4 to match my stress score?
You will always roll your stress with...
I add it to the 5?
Yes, you add it to your 5, your empathy. So yeah, the way the game works is you add your attributes and your skills. You said you have no empathy, Captain, or you have no manipulate. How many 6s did you get? That's what we're looking
2.
for. 2 6s. Okay, give me 1 sec to roll for Rye.
Those.
Rye has gotten 1 6, which means that you... Oops. Wait, let me roll. I did it bad.
I always knew just how to push his buttons.
Okay, yeah. Rye has rolled 0 6s, actually, which means that now you can... looking up the wording exactly, because I don't want to mess this up. So manipulate is really, really strong in this game. You can basically tell people to do whatever you want, and they kind of have to do it. It's maybe needs I don't know how I feel about it, but that's another discussion. Okay, so you can ask questions, and Rye will have to answer them to the best of his ability. So
okay, who do you really work for?
Okay. He says, "If I tell you, you'll fix me, right? You won't." And he looks at the flamethrower that is currently pinning him down. Flamethrow me? You'll tell me?
Well, that depends. You might be mission critical. You might not be. Let's find out together.
He says, "I work for Bionational," and everyone, you all gasp. Bionational.
Oh, I'm not capable of gasping right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Bionational, not them.
Not them. Bionational is
Not
a rival.
Inexplode.
Exactly. They're a rival corporation to Wayland Yutani. It says, "My mission was to sabotage your hauling job. I don't know what happened, because this is not what I signed on for, but
Son of a bitch.
I was still planning on sabotaging things here too."
Gonna cost us our bonus.
Did you start the fire on the Montero?
I didn't. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
It was all fucked up. I did not do that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Your original ship blew up. All right, cool. Summary over.
What? Oh,
Yeah, the original suit.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So
I think we should
let's
melt
all-
him.
Yeah, I'm inclined to melt him too. Let's all have a little group training session here for just a second. The idea is that we've cleaned the scrubbers, right?
You have not cleaned the scrubbers. You need to.
We have
clean
not
them.
cleaned.
No, you guys haven't. So there were
three.
3 tasks that you had to complete to get the Cronus up and running again.
Uh-huh.
Clean or replace the scrubbers. Go do a spacewalk and fix the comm array. And fix the engines by cleaning the reactor I think it was on deck C. And then also you have to like kickstart the engines, I guess, out, and that requires a spacewalk as well.
Yeah. I have the materials needed
Yes.
to clean and replace the filters, but nothing has been done. God, we've been chasing this bug hunt and not getting off this ship.
Okay.
Now Rye's all messed up. down one hand.
Well, we're about to put him in a bag and bring him with us if he behaves himself and answers a couple more questions. But you're absolutely right. We can't go running around following this thing because as far as we know, there's only one left. So we're all gonna go.
They all got one in them. Remember, Captain? All of them. There's like, how many were left after the doctor had a chest burster?
So there were 5 crew members. There were 4 remaining, and you all watched one be killed by some other kind of monster alien thing, if you'll recall.
Yeah,
he was literally beaten to death. But you'll also recall that they said they've inoculated themselves with some sort of black syringe goo.
The black goo that we refused.
The black goo, and they're like, "Yeah, we're vaccinated, man. We won't turn into aliens. You should too."
Right. We told him to go to hell.
The medic was. Yeah, he was like, "Please, you gotta," and then he got brutally murdered. So
yeah,
his head came off. So, like, I look at Ryan and be like, "So, do you know how the infection is actually transmitted?"
He shakes his head and he says, "I don't know what the fuck is going on this ship."
He's the only one that can repair the ship. Get us out of here, Captain. Can't melt him, and he might have been a job stealing synth, but he's done right by us so far.
All right, sounds good to me. Let's back him up.
A job stealing synth.
I
don't know about that.
It's like takes his job. They don't even have to sleep.
That's another discussion as well that maybe America will be having with these AIs that I hear so much about.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not melting him.
No,
Davis says, disappointed.
Save it for the aliens.
Okay.
Can't melt him yet. Got to fix the ship first.
So like Cham's wiping the blood and gross milk synth blood off his visor because he's not taking his helmet off now. And it's like, I need a towel.
Ava, you have a towel. Would you like to hand it to him?
Yeah. Oh, this is Ava.
Yes, I very much would. Just his hand comes out. Nice clean towel.
Think this is Ava. We told you we're like I'm this a week ago, so it might as well have been a year. Like Cham and Rye had updated everybody on that we found Ava and repaired her, right?
Yeah, Ava's
It took so long.
Ava is fixed. Yeah, she is fully fixed.
Ava.
And she was part of the crew that was initially woken up.
So no, she's the synthetic of the crew. She's been hanging out for 70 years, although she's been.
And we hadn't met her.
Power
So I'm just meeting her.
Yes, you met. You kind of met earlier, I would assume, before starting your walk down this hallway.
Okay.
And they told us
You
all
passed
about
me in the corridor.
That's right. It's been a busy hour or two, Ava. Captain Miller.
That's okay. It is a stressful time.
Certainly is. And I'm going to be assuming command of this vessel, just FYI. And we are now going to be moving en masse to the air scrubbers, which need a quick but thorough cleaning.
So, as it happens...
It is very important to clean the air scrubbers.
It is important.
Mm-hmm.
Ava doesn't need to breathe, but it is important for you humans.
Humans require oxygen, and it is required that oxygen is clean. Contaminants in the lungs cause many respiratory illnesses.
So Davis is used to being the one who gets along the most with the captain. So she sees this going on, and she's like, "Yeah, it is very important to clean the air scrubbers, Captain." And I move in between Ava and Miller.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get in your way, Davis. Ava steps back.
Yeah. And that's all I say to you.
Okay. From the ground, still in half, Rye goes, "Kiss ass," to Ava. So as it happens, you guys are right next to the air scrubber shaft. You have to crawl in through the ventilation system, and right now you're on deck B. And as you know, on air, The air scrubber filters are on top. It would be towards deck A, but there are ladders in there if you wanted to climb up.
Yeah. That was. We were on our way to do that, Captain. We got sidetracked. I can go up there and it won't be about long at all.
Are you gonna be all right?
Yeah.
Look at my eyes.
Yeah, and he picks up the because Rye had a bolt pistol, right? Like he had like one and
Yes.
I'll take this.
Yeah, you can reload it for free. It's like a one shot kind of thing. You shoot it once, then you reload it.
Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 shots has already been used on it. I guess.
Yeah, he only shot once, so you still have 2 more, and it will do some damage if you hit it. I'll just say that much.
Yeah, I got this like a bolt driver in one hand, and then like the bag of air filters and whatnot on the other.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can crawl into the air shaft. Would anyone else like to go with him?
Yeah, I want to help him out. And Davis, you're on security detail.
Yeah, I will guard and melt anything that moves.
Yeah, you're nice and frosty. And Ava, before I go up and clean these air filters, you'd tell us if you were under any company instructions to not harm the organism on this ship, right?
Yes, I would.
She killed another one. That's how she got her head. That head that we patched up there.
Oh well, then I do
That is
like you.
correct.
I hand her my shotgun.
Thank you, Captain.
What?
I feel like crunch it.
Yeah.
I melted a bunch of. Okay, I mean that's fine.
2 heads are better than one.
Ava would like to recount Miss Davis's kill count.
At least one. She killed the baby neomorph, but you have killed a big neomorph, so.
What? No, didn't I kill another one? I killed at least 2.
No, that one died on its own.
No, it didn't.
She roasted the one in the med bay.
No, it was already almost dead, and then it died.
No, but I still kill stealed it.
You killed Jesus, right. You helped it. You moved it along its mortal coil.
Okay, yeah.
So that's an assist.
Rudy, Rudy, I'm sick.
Miss Davis has assisted in the destruction of at least 2 morphs aboard this vessel. She is most capable.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Yes, I am. And I kind of saunter with the flamethrower. I try to look casual with it.
Sure. Casual flamethrower.
You look like a rock star. Cham goes up first, and then as I'm like climbing and thinking about it, okay, so Rudy, in Covenant, the ship was able to sweep its own sensors for anything moving around the ship.
Sure.
That was not the base crew. The Chronos being so advanced and so cool. Can I holler to Ava if there are any internal sensors at all active?
Sure. And actually, Mother answers you over a PA that's right near your head, and she says sensors are currently offline.
Of course they are.
Yeah. Also, you guys all know that synthetics aren't allowed to hurt humans normally, unless they've been tampered with, just by design. So Ava is your friend and can't hurt you. Okay. Rye goes.
Laws are strong.
Yes. Rye says, "Hey, guys! Hey! I can help. Hey, let me help. I can fix the air filters. Bring me. Champ, put me on your back."
Yeah, I'll C3PO him.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I've got like a 5 strength. Like I'm assuming.
Yeah. No.
It's only half a synth. Come on.
He's only half.
He's lost all that liquid weight. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it all is, really. So, all right, sure. You strap Chem. If you've ever seen Alien Resurrection, it's very similar to that as well. There's a guy that a guy puts on his back. Then the one guy dies. But don't worry, that would be you. He dies. But don't worry, that probably won't happen.
Probably won't.
So, the air scrubbers in the ship work through electrolysis, which means electrical current is channeled through rods and applied to water, which separates hydrogen and oxygen, which means... And now it's online. So there's kind of electricity buzzing as you crawl into the air scrubber shaft.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, I mean, Do I have like insulated gloves or anything from being a leather neck?
Oh, you're wearing your suit still, right?
Mhm.
So you're still shielded from damage if you get zapped by chance by a random bolt. I don't know how electrolysis works.
Yeah.
But anyway, the filters themselves are on the top part of the shaft. There's kind of this like rotating fan, and as you look up, you can see it's like stuck in a way. Like if you've ever jammed a fan, like it's trying to continue to spin, but it can't because there's something in the way. And also you can see it's completely covered in like grime and dust and all sorts of gunk that just kind of builds up over 70 years. It's quite icky.
Yeah, we really should have turned this thing off before we try to clean it, but it's too late now. Can't back down. And it's like, can I identify or see what might be making it stick?
So
like, is anything big or obvious about it?
You'd have to climb up the next level.
Okay, I'll keep climbing.
Yeah, okay. So let's make a check for that because of all the stuff going around here.
Sure.
Let's make a mobility check.
All right. Mobility is agility, which I have
Yeah, so
no training in, but I do have agility.
Yeah.
Right.
So agility and mobility, add all the dice together.
All right. So the first 6 of these are going to be my stress die.
Okie dokie. No ones. Not looking for ones here.
I got 2 ones.
2 ones.
But I also got 2 6s, so I don't know.
Okay, so you climb up, but as you climb up, you happen to glance down at this pool of water that's currently crackling with electricity. And you remember, oh, that's right, I kind of have a fear of heights.
Oh, shit. All right.
And falling into electric pools. The classic fear. Classic. Fear is old as time, since the dawn of man.
Fallout, at least.
Yeah. So you kind of freak out a little bit. Why don't you give me a roll on the panic table?
I love the panic table. That's D66?
No, it's 1d6 plus your current stress level, which is 6.
Yes, it is. All right.
Panic table.
Panic table 6 plus 6 is 12.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This is the one where it's going to start spreading. Now Miller's going to freak out.
I'm
looking at it right there.
Okay,
Scream.
cool.
Okay, I scream. You scream your lungs out for 1 round, losing your next point of action. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who hears you must make an immediate panic roll. So I scream through the air shaft, and as I just, all the stress and everything just lets itself out. Down to 5.
Jam.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it together, buddy.
Yeah. It's a blood-curdling scream. And Davis and Ava, you hear this too from the other side through the ventilation shafts. Ava, you are a synthetic. You do not have to worry about panic. Davis, you're a human. Squishy types. Why don't you give me a panic roll as well on the table? Again, it's
Fine.
D6 plus your current stress level. Uh-oh.
I got a 6 plus 1, so 7.
Oh, okay. That is something, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
You got a 9. That is also something.
To open a different thing. Tables.
I got them pulled up right here. A 7 is nervous twitch. Your stress level and the stress levels of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1.
Oh no.
So lucky you, Miller and Cham are not within short range of you. They're a little bit further away. And Ava doesn't have to take stress. So
Miller has drop item.
Drop item.
Yeah, whether by stress, confusion, or the realization that you're all going to die anyway, you drop a weapon or other important item. The GM decides which one. Stress level increases.
So stress goes up. Lucky you, you just handed off your shotgun to Ava.
Yes.
But were you wearing your suit or not? You tell me. Your spacesuit.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
The helmet of your spacesuit was strapped to your waist, and somehow it gets unhooked and drops down.
Can I catch it?
So you're not. I don't think you're in the ventilation shaft at the moment. You're outside, I think.
Okay.
It's gone.
It's gone.
When I have my nervous twitch, can I like accidentally pull the trigger of the flamethrower and like almost scorch Ava? Just almost.
Sure, just almost. It's you haven't used this flamethrower yet. This is a new flamethrower. This is more of a.
I'm like posing cool with
Yeah.
it because Ava made me feel really good, and then I like accidentally kind of drop it, and when I catch it, it goes off.
Yeah, you accidentally. Your finger slips right into the trigger guard, and poof,
I meant to
gout
do
of
that.
flame goes out.
Good shot. What were you aiming for?
On the wall next to you, just next to you, not you. Definitely did it on purpose. Really good. Wanted to show how close I could get, kind of like an apple on the head sort of thing. I think I aced it. Yeah, I need to reload this thing, and I just like turn around and I don't know, do flamethrower stuff.
On my head, I will call you Miss Davis.
It was good. It was a trick shot. Trick shot. That's what we call it in the biz. The gun biz. Flamethrower biz. Yes. Anyway, I'm done. Okay. So you guys are at the top level of the shaft, and looking closer, Cham, you can see, and I think you were also in the science labs. In one of the like specimen jars, there was this kind of fungus, this kind of egg fungusy stuff.
Okay.
It was organic. It wasn't like fungus is organic as well. And it was like little nodes almost. And looking up, you see a nest of these little nodes currently blocking the fan from turning.
All right. We should have brought the flamethrower. Captain, we got a situation up here. There's some sort of infestation. Infestations. There's that stuff we saw in the science lab is looks like it's clogging up the fan. So we have to
Okay.
clean it out.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Turn around and come right back here.
All
Do not
right.
touch.
Okay. All right. We could. I could hook. I could hook Rye up to the ceiling. Just lash it to the fan blade. He could move himself and just clean it all out. As long as I'm up here.
Yeah. Give me the flamethrower. I'll do it. Or gun. I can. Just give me a gun, weapon of any kind. I'll do it. Yeah.
Gotta burn them.
What?
I think we
yeah.
have to burn them out. At least.
I'll go get the flamethrower.
It could be a scraper or a poker type instrument. I'm talking simple tools here.
Don't touch it.
So, Rye had a cutting torch, actually, if you'll recall. He used that to open a door. We can say that you grab that if you want. It's up to you. Which is kind of flamethrower-esque.
It's kind of like that. Yeah. Is there a way that I could modify it so that it will produce a more like a flame, like a foot, like just enough.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say you can even do that as a free action because of your background.
Okay.
You can kind of like open the vents or something like that.
You're
not supposed to do this. You'll break its warranty. You've been around the block. You know how to do it.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna, Rye, if they catch you, if an inspector was gonna catch you do this, you'd lose your rating on this. But
yeah, I don't think I'm still rated anymore after today, to be quite honest. And he looks at his missing legs.
Yeah, I hope I hope to see you again after this, buddy. I know that things got tense back there, but be careful. And he's like trying to, he's got him in the bag. I guess like maybe like a canvas bag we took from the bedroom, something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We stuffed him in.
Yeah.
But whatever the strap is, if there's a way to like unbuckle and like hook it back along one of the blades, hopefully it, like maybe rig it so he could like pull it. when it starts to
Sure. You can throw it over one of the fan blades and kind of like tie it
really-
off,
yeah,
so
tie
he
it
can
off.
like pull himself up and down.
Yeah, and then hand him the torch once
Yeah.
he's situated.
Are you wearing your spacesuit?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Make an air supply check.
All right. And I had 2 left. So probably no, I got 1, so I used up.
Okay.
I have 1
So
left.
you have 1 left. Okay, so he's hoisting himself up hand over hand. And he's like, "Hey buddy, we're still going to open that shop together, right? You and me? You know, just the 2 of us. We'll be partners, right?"
Sure, Rye. That sounds great. Like, yeah, once we get out of here, once the shift's over. And at this point, like, he's gonna start climbing back down. Once it looks like Rye's steady and not about to just like fall out of the ceiling, Cham comes back down.
All right. So he makes it to the top and he goes, "Just remember, buddy, we'll always be friends." And then he's going to grab some of the fungus and throw it at Miller. He pulls one
What?
of the like nodes off of the wall and
You
throws
son
it
of
at
a
you.
bitch!
So I'm gonna make a ranged
Oh, that's
attack.
terrible.
You, Miller, whose helmet just happened to fall down the shaft.
Oh my god. Man.
Lisa, you should have melted him. Why did we let him live?
Oh, sorry, a car's going by. Always let me melt what I want to melt.
Sorry, Lisa. Sorry.
I will.
I have a bond of loyalty with
Okay.
Rye, and I just couldn't let his synthetic body be mutilated. It was so milky and white.
Okay. It hits you.
Oh, of course it does.
Roll a stamina check.
It's bad.
Oh,
It's not good. I've seen the movie.
gotta get out of
This does
here.
not end well.
We gotta get out of here. Like, he's
You
cleaning
bet
it.
we do. Make a what check?
Stamina, which is something we have not.
All right.
Rolled
So
yet.
4 plus my stress,
Mm-hmm.
which did not go up when I freaked out. I dropped my helmet. I got 2 1. Oh, I got 2 6s and 2 1s.
One's on your stress dice, or just one's on?
No.
Your... Not.
Just
okay. So those don't
not.
matter. Okay. So so it hits you in the chest, and you, already incredibly cautious about what is going on, immediately, let's see, you throw your hand over your mouth. Yeah, exactly. You vampire it up. Yeah, you just basically cover your orifices and lean out of the way, and you think you're okay.
I do what now? Okay. All right.
Rye goes, "Did I get you? Hey, Captain, did I get you?"
Son of a bitch, throw him into that fan. I don't care how expensive he is.
He's like going up and down, kind of like Donkey Kong. You know, Donkey Kong Jr. on those vines, just like whoop, 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 whoop,
Okay.
whoop.
I give you an order to throw that son of a bitch into the fan and destroy him, and I have a special ability
You sure do.
that
Yeah.
if I roll this right, you have to follow my orders.
Okay.
He does. It's called Command. It's Miller's special
Called
ability. Yeah.
I'm looking
You
at
take a stress for commanding because of the responsibility and pressure.
Is that all I do? I don't roll it?
No, but you do this. What does it say? Do you have your notes in front of you?
I'm scrolling to my character sheet. Yes,
Okay,
yes. The longest starter guide that was ever published.
It's like
We
it's like
appreciate-
200 pages. Yeah, you're getting your money's worth if you pre-order now.
Really?
Here I am.
You're getting basically the entire rules of the game minus some of the lore and character creation.
Cool.
You can use your command skill to order other non-officer PCs and NPCs around as long as they belong to the same organization to force someone roll command against the target's manipulation.
Okay.
If successful, the target must follow my order, even if it means harm or danger to themselves.
Ooh.
Your stress level increases by 1 each time you do this. Note that each roll only covers one specific action. That's fine. You cannot stop actions triggered by panic rolls. Yeah, that's fine too. Okay. So I roll my command.
Yeah, what do I, and then will we compare successes?
Yes, that's exactly it. That's what I'd roll.
So
someone else.
is that that's my attribute plus my trait? So it's 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Plus your
5,
stress.
6, 7, 8.
Right. Roll
Plus
stress.
my stress.
Yeah, and you're gaining a stress now for using this.
Oh,
forget
jeepers.
that
No,
one,
no,
too.
dice. All right, so I have to roll these dice 2 more, and these are my stress dice. Okay, here we go.
And Jim, you roll your manipulation.
Yeah. I have empathy. I have pretty high empathy, but I don't have manipulation.
Okay.
Dude, I got 3 6s and,
3 6s.
and another one. I got
Stress
4
dice
6s.
one or one regular one?
A regular one.
Okay, that doesn't count as anything. So 3 6s. How about you, Cham? How'd it go?
I got 1.
You got 1 6. Okay. You get the sense that you have pissed off the captain or the captain is pissed off to an extent that you've never seen her this angry. And there was that time where you almost dropped the thing, like a container of helium-3, and blew everybody up. She was kind of mad at you then, but this is nothing compared. That was nothing compared to this. Like the fire of hell is in her eyes.
Yeah.
She is so angry.
Yeah.
You get the sense that if you don't throw that robot down, then it's going to be you going down.
Yeah, right. And like Cham's like halfway down the ladder, right? And the order comes up. He's just like, he just thought a piece fell off the ceiling, and he hears Rye laughing. He's like, fucking. And Rye, I don't know what you think you're doing over there. Like, this is not, you can't just clean the fucking AC, man. Just clean the air filters. That's all you had to do. We could have been out of here, but no, you had to keep it. So he just starts like yelling at him through his helmet. I don't even know if the comms on. Or, like, it's just like screaming through his vacuum helmet. And Rye goes up there. Cham does. He's got the bolt shooter and especially he's got the flamethrower. I'm not gonna let him.
He's got the cutting torch. Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's kind of like swinging back and forth right now on the strap, and he's like laughing. Hey, we're having a good time up here. Woo!
Nobody's having a good time, right?
Wayland Yutani rocks.
Terrible time.
Okay, make a range attack. Thunk him with the bolt gun. Let's go outside.
Yeah.
Outside while this is going on. Why don't you all outside make an observation check, both of you, to see if you hear it or see anything?
I miss, but no fails on my stress.
You miss. Thunk.
I failed, and I also got a 1 on my stress.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
you
didn't have to roll stress for that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you always roll your stress.
So there's certain checks that you don't have to.
Okay, well then I just failed,
Okay.
and just I, the player, am stressed.
Yes. So it's your it's your observation skill plus your, is it wits? Charlie. Yeah, observation plus wits. Roll that many dice. Probably a lot.
I have 1 6.
Okay, that's
That
good.
helps.
So yeah, so any 6s means you succeed. 1, 5, whatever. You always succeed if you roll 1 6. So you're good. Yeah, you get the sense that something is coming towards you from the north shaft.
I would like to turn in that direction with that shotgun in hand and kind of nudge towards it, so Davis is alerted in that direction. I don't want a vocal alert because I don't know what it is that's coming around that corner.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I also turn in that direction.
Okay, you're both facing north, where there is a noise. Back in the air scrubber shaft, you miss.
Oh
Thump.
no!
Ha 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 ha! Rye laughs and swings even harder back and forth.
Yeah.
Captain, your crew doesn't listen to you. They don't trust you. They don't believe you. That's why you're a terrible captain. You're never gonna make.
Oh, it's fine. She's always fine. She's doing her job, right? Like, you don't have to just push everybody's button. We're all tired of being on this ship. And he's just like holding onto the ladder, trying to like
Trying to reload this weird manual bolt gun. Yeah.
And is there a way to improve my chances? Because I've got like no training.
Sure. So you could aim, which we'll say we're not in initiative, so you can aim for Frey, and that'll give you a +2. You kind of take time.
+2 dice.
Yeah, +2 dice to your roll. Yeah. Rye is actually now kind of like waving the flame above his head and actually burning off a bunch of the fungus stuff. It seems by chance, as he's kind of lost it. It seems like.
There's a part of Cham where Cham's like his anger. He doesn't see. He gets angry and then he calms down. And so like he says like Rye is still like whatever happened to him is programming. He doesn't know, but like he can't. He's loyal to him. He's got a bond, and my goal is to risk my life to keep our family together.
Sure.
And so he's taking aim and just like waiting, and he can't bring himself to shoot, and he's secretly hoping that strap will break and he doesn't have to be the one.
Oh, sure. Let's roll a fortune die.
Not supposed to swing in that thing, Rye.
As they would say in Blades in the Dark.
Gave you an order.
Let's roll a fortune die.
Are you up there, Captain?
Your CO gave you a direct order. Why isn't that bastard at the bottom of this shaft yet?
I'm going to roll a d20. On a 1 through 10, the strap will rip and he will fall. On an 11 through 20, he will continue to swing.
Like I was rolling last night.
He's having so much fun on that swing. He rolled a 5, so he's like really going back. It's like one of those, rides at Six Flags. It's just like swinging around. He's kind of got like a carousel thing going on. And as he's coming around the turn and you're kind of getting a bead on him with your bolt gun, there's a ripping noise. And sure enough, the strap falls that he was hooked onto, and he plummets past the both of you. And then you hear just bzz, bzz, like a zapping as he lands into the pool of electrical water. And
let me melt him.
As he's falling past you, you both see a maniacal grin on his face, and he actually shoots you the finger guns, Miller, as he's falling past you.
Sayonara, you sack of shit. God, I'm like rubbing my face.
Rip Pruitt. I hope what you would have done would have been just as cool. Okie doke. So, outside, you see the door to the corporate suite, which is to the left, suddenly opens. And that woman with kind of like the power blonde short haircut glances out from inside and says, "What the hell are you two doing?" Ava, you know that this is Michelle Clayton, who is the representative from Weyland-Yutani on the ship. She's mean. She's a human, so she's your friend, because all humans are friends. But she's kind of mean to you and doesn't really talk to you like a person. She talks to you like a servant. Less than a servant, really. But, yeah, she's alright. Everyone has their own things. She's okay.
I am assisting Captain Miller.
Miller? Isn't Wicks in charge? This is his ship. That's the acting captain, who you guys haven't seen since initially finding him.
Captain Miller has had to take over the ship. It is an emergency situation.
It's definitely an emergency situation. Okay, I guess. Is he here? Is she here? Where is Captain Miller?
Ava's head just kind of cranks up towards the air ducts up overhead.
Oh, good. They're fixing the ship?
And does Rye plummet past us?
You can hear him also he says wee as he falls. You hear wee and then just an explosion of electricity. And you think that's probably the end of Rye. You can connect those dots.
Captain Miller has an exhaustive plan of 3 points for fixing the ship.
Ah, yes. 3 points, that's the perfect amount of points, I always say, when I give my presentations. And then, also, you see beside her is Wilson, who is the other member of the Montero, the Weyland-Yutani representative that is embedded in your ship. And
I
he
roll
says,
my eyes just at his presence.
"Hey, crew, how's it going?" He walks over and he sees you, Davis, with a flamethrower, and he's like, "Wow, looking like that, just looking like a hero, Davis. Looking good." He pats you on the back.
All right.
Can I talk to you for a second, maybe in one of the bed chambers, which is, there's one just south. I mean, because, no. I mean, just like in a private room. It's not implying anything. And this was nothing as well. He points at, you can see there's like a bed and stuff in the corporate suite. He's like, that was also just, we were just having a conversation. There's nothing. Weyland-Yutani absolutely discourages workplace romances. I know that when you're on a long-term, he looks very awkward. When you're on a long,
Davis does whatever the equivalent of like that, like move
Sure,
is
yeah.
on the flamethrower, and is like, yeah, okay. And I just casually point the flamethrower in his general direction.
Oh, whoa.
No, not in like a. Well, I mean, yeah, no, yeah, okay.
No. I just think maybe, you and I can have a conversation away from the walls that always have ears. He says that under his breath, and he does one of those like eye kind of motions, like towards the air shaft where Captain Miller's. Ooh, Jim's doing a great. Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
You sure this can't wait for the captain to come back?
Yeah, I think this is actually a priority. I think maybe this should take precedence over whatever the captain might have told you earlier.
I mean, I take orders from the captain, but I suppose if it's urgent, I'll hear you out.
Davis, everyone has to make a choice in their lives, and right now you're an impasse where you have to make a choice, which is either we can go have a conversation or you can stay and you can follow the captain's orders. It's kind of your choice right now. What do you think you want to do?
Wilson, don't be so dramatic. I just said I would talk to you.
Okay. Fine. Okay, so you walk down to one of the little rooms to the south.
Yeah.
Clayton looks at you, Ava, and she's like, "You killed the thing, right? We put you to sleep to do a job, right? You did it, right?"
One of the things.
"God damn it," she says, and she looks at the ground. God, you synthetics. You're all just... Okay. All right, here's your new orders. You are to... hold on, I'm thinking.
I do not know what you're thinking unless you vocalize your thoughts.
Yeah, no. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Ava, you are to help me and Wilson recover the artifacts, and return them to the pod in my suite. And she points to a rather large walk-in closet at the back of the corporate suite, you can see. And then we are going to leave. You are to stay here, but we will leave. Does that sound good?
Yes, Miss Clayton.
So I'll say, just for the sake of metagaming, like, you don't have to listen to her. You have new friends. Nice friends. One of them almost lit you on fire, but...
She only asked me if it sounded like a good idea.
Yeah, there you go. Just so
I answered her question.
Yeah, you don't have to, you're not required to do what she says as the synthetic on board. So, but that's what she says to you. Great. Awesome. There's, a shit ton of them in my locker on D-Deck. So just go down there, get one of those, pushy cart things, like a push cart, I guess, is what they're called. Load it up with the stuff, bring it back here, and then I'll be gone, and you'll never see me again, which I'm sure we will both be very happy about. Okay? Good job. Good job, team. High five. She puts her hand up to high five you. Nope. She pulls it away. Too slow. And then she walks away. Back into her suite.
That's so rude.
How can I be too slow? I'm engineered.
Okay, back inside. Rye has dropped down and taken the cutting torch with him. So he didn't finish cleaning off the fungus from the fans. Captain Miller and Technician Cham, what's the move? What are you both doing?
I'm gonna leave the air filters tied to the ladder. I'm not carting them around.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Captain? You're
Is
giving
it
orders.
done?
You heard it.
Well, yeah, you dropped him. Well done. But are we done up here? Are the filters clean?
No. He's got the torch. We gotta get the flamethrower.
Okay. All right. Just about a roughly head math. How far away from going back to Davis, and then back this way am I?
So you can yell through the ventilation shaft if you want. It's like 10 feet or whatever.
Okay. I just shout bloody murder. Go, Davis!
And that I might say is the moment when Wilson is like, sometimes you have to make a choice. As Miller is calling to you, he's like, walk over here and talk. You can give
I
a
mean, the
flamethrower.
captain's in. Something's going on over there, and I use the flamethrower to move. I just use the flamethrower for everything. I shove Wilson out of the way, and I run over to the edge, and I like shout up the air shaft. Captain!
Davis, put down the crank and get up here! Bring the flamethrower!
I guess I'll like swing the flamethrower onto my back. And I give Wilson like a look, like, how dare you ask me to abandon my team?
So he narrows his eyes at you and just kind of gives you a small nod.
I do pew in his direction, and then I start climbing.
Okay.
With my fingers, not with the flamethrower.
Yeah. Okay. So you move into the air shaft. You're ignoring Wilson's
I just like,
attempt to conversate with you. Okay. So I'm not gonna make you do any actions for this. It takes about a turn of work, which means that anyone, I think Cham, you're still just the one using your suit. You're refusing to take it off.
Yeah, at this point, it's like armor.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so it will always be armor, but it's just a matter of whether you're using the air from the suit or whether you take it off.
I mean, is there a way to not have the air connected but still have like the suit on?
So you have to take the helmet off.
No, he'll make
All
a
right.
roll.
Roll the air supply check.
Yeah. All right. So it's that I need to succeed or that I need to not fail.
So any ones lowers your air supply, and you're only rolling. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So Davis comes in, and she's now a master of a flamethrower. She's a flame master, and she turns the settings down low so it just kind of burns away the gunk and stuff and those weird fungal nodes, which burn nice. Does this count as an alien kill? I don't know. No, I'm seeing people shaking their heads. Sorry, Davis. Doesn't count.
What? I mean,
Tally remains the same. Executive decision.
come on, guys.
But you guys,
Technically, no.
You fully burn them off, and the fan begins whoop, 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 and you can see on your HUD, Cham, because you still have your suit, that there's a message from Mother that says air filtration operating at full capacity.
We got air, Captain.
The CO2 level in the air begins to lower, and the rest of you feel it very quickly. Davis and Miller, you can kind of breathe easier. You don't have to take as deep breaths to get that delicious oxygen.
All right.
While this is happening, could I do something?
Yeah, absolutely. What would you like to do?
I would really like to lock Michelle Clayton in that room for her own safety.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Why don't you make a Comtech roll, which is basically anytime you use computers or hacking or whatever. And Comtech is directly related to... Is that wits as well?
Wits. Sounds like a
Yes,
wits.
So yeah, wits plus comtech, whatever your values are.
Right, that's 8 dice for me.
Wow, yeah. Synthetic. Good with computers.
Oh, I dropped one. Okay. Oh, I didn't get any 6s.
You didn't get any six. Oh wow, that's a bummer.
It is. I got a lot of 5s. 5s count?
No, only 6s count. Okay, so you're doing the keypad, and then the door opens again, and Michelle Clayton goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I was preparing this room for your safety. There is still
Just
a creature
yeah.
on the ship.
I'm fine. Just do the job that I told you, please. Like now. Thank you. And then she closes the door again.
For the briefest moment, Ava visualizes drawing back her hand and clenching it into a fist and just punching it into this input device to just fry the circuits. And it's a really satisfying thought. And then she turns and she starts walking down the corridor.
Okay. So all of you can now safely leave the air scrubber shaft. Congratulations! Boop, 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 boop. That's the sound of clean air scrubber shafts.
Yeah.
There are still 2 more things to do on the ship before
As
it's
we're
up and running.
as we're climbing out, I would like to tell Captain Miller that something weird going on with Wilson, like more than usual. He's trying to get me alone in a room, and I give Miller like a "we're women, we get it" sort of look. I mean, at the very least, I think a report to corporate, but also something strange was going on.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna need a lot more than HR to actually thwart these people, these monsters who have led us into this situation under false pretenses, broke ICS quarantine, threatened all of our lives, and yeah, so don't go in there with him. We are walking. We're gonna. You guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Spacewalk, but after we clean the reactor.
Either one. It doesn't matter when you do it.
Thank you, Mother.
Oh,
so I think we'll go.
Mother says that, but more formal, less.
Right. See, she knows what I'm talking about, and I think we may head below deck while we're feeling it, and we're in a cleaning mood. Knock out this reactor issue, and then we'll feel a little bit better about leaving the ship while Ava covers our back. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
The sensors come back online.
That's a good question. Mother, are the sensors back?
Sensors are offline and sensor comm. So the comm array is not the same as the onboard sensors, just so you guys know.
Okay.
The comm array is for external communication.
Okay.
She says if repairs in the bridge required to fix sensor array.
Yeah, they need to arrive for that, Captain. I'm not rated for those constant repairs.
Desperate times, right?
Give it a shot.
I mean, I've got. All right.
It'd be heavy machinery. It'd be a mix of heavy machinery and well, depending on how broken it is or how what the deal is. You have to see it first.
Yeah.
We got to stick to what we know we have to do. We're going to Deck C and we're cleaning the reactor.
Okay, so there's the comms come online and it's a PA system. It's the other Captain Wicks, the acting captain, and he says, "Captain Wicks here. I'm with Sergeant Reed at the EV suit in the airlock. We could use your technician if that's okay to go outside and clean off the sensor array or get whatever's going on the sensor array. Neither of us really know what to do, but we're a helping hand. We just need someone who's more familiar with comms."
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
Cham, you're with them.
I don't want to command you. I am the captain on the ship, so I don't want.
I got you. All right.
To do that, but
where the airlock is on?
Yeah, so the airlock is up one.
Up on A.
Yeah, and we've got another suit here for you, or we can switch out the air supply if you want.
Yeah, I need a new air supply.
Okay.
Yeah. on my way, and he just at this point Cham's in kind of a dream state. He just walks to the stairs.
What's
Okay.
Wilson doing?
You don't know. He asked you to go down the hall with him, and after you said no and walked away, he kept going that way. So you don't know where he is.
Weird.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw him down an air shaft next.
Oh,
but
boy.
first, me and you are going to Deck C. We're gonna assess this reactor situation.
Okay. Ava, where would you like to go? You don't have to. You can kind of go wherever. You know what I mean? You're not. Excuse me.
Okay, so I have a question. Having
Yes.
previously been alone on the ship with two of these neomorphs, tasked of basically keeping the ship going and killing them, do I know where they liked to hang out?
Yes.
Do I know their favorite
Yes.
snuggle spots?
So they don't have nests really, but they kind of have hibernation areas, and they both loved the mess hall, which is actually just around the corner. And that's where you had your showdown with both of them, and one of them escaped, and you don't know where it ended up. There are lots of crevices and weird corridors, and you were injured after your fight with them. So
And it's been a long time.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you were as well. You were in the mess hall just kind of hanging out. And you got really into origami, actually. So you know that there's lots of like little
I can make paper like neomorphs, xenomorphs, people,
it was a
spaceships.
source of sanity for you while alone on a ship for 70 years. All right.
It was ordered and creative.
It was ordered and creative. It was perfect. So where do you think you would like to go then?
I think if I see Captain Miller heading in a direction, that's the direction I'm going. That's the
Okay.
captain.
Yeah.
And I'm doing jobs with the captain.
You are. You're doing.
I'm
a
being
good
very
job.
helpful and doing jobs with the captain.
Okay, cool. So you three will go to Deck C, and Cham will go to Deck A with the Marine and with Acting Captain Wicks.
So en route to Junction B1, instead of going right and up the ladder to the shaft, he's going to take a left and poke his head in that dorm room, because when we first got here, that was identified as the armory.
Ah, it was.
And he's just going to look, is there a door? Is there a locker open? Is
So
anybody
yeah,
in
there is a locker open, actually. It looks like it's been recently opened.
Yeah, he's going to like see what he can see.
Yeah, so you see a box of ammunition that is empty, and that's it, inside the locker.
Yeah, check the others, just see if there's locked or just closed.
No, you see some of them do have, like, names on them that are military, like, ranks and stuff. There's Lieutenant Fallon is one of them. But they're all either empty or locked or broken open. Like, you can kind of peer into it, and it looks empty inside of it.
Okay. Yeah, if after like a minute or two, it doesn't look like there's anything around that he could use, even like something heavy to hold.
Sure. So let's say that there is a reload for a pistol, because someone is walking around with no pistol ammunition at the moment. So you find that. And there is... So you've still got your weird Talon thing, too, if you'll recall, that you can use as a melee weapon.
Yes.
You took off of dead mutant thing.
Yeah, that mutant thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. He's got that in his bag with all the other just odds and ends he's just taken to carrying. And we'll just, put the pistol reload in his in one of his flight pockets and head up the ladder.
Okay, cool.
And then I don't know if like Davis doesn't have. Do you still have your helmet on?
I do not.
Okay.
But did you need air?
No, I was gonna get some. I mostly wanted to see if I could contact y'all through comms.
Oh.
I don't know.
So you're hooked into the internal communications on the ship as well, so
Is
you
that
can
like-
talk. It's like a PA system.
Okay, but it would like just
You
would
can
broadcast through the.
So there are
ship,
like panels set up all over the ship. Basically, you can center or center in on one specifically if you want.
Okay, yeah, I will. I just wherever they are, wherever Captain Miller is, just a message of swung by the armory and picked up the one reload.
Okay, yeah.
I'll get it to you.
Copy that.
And then he'll climb up the ladder and meet with Wicks and who? Fallon?
Wicks and Reed. And you see Reed is packing a M4A1 pulse rifle.
All right.
Oh yeah, also the locker that was empty that had the ammo and it had Reed on the front of it. So
there's Reed and Fallon are the two Marines left?
No, Fallon's dead. He blew
Fallon
his head
was
off.
dead.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Reed
Okay.
is the only Marine left.
Fallon, Wicks, and Reed. Okay. And I just, all right, name's Cam. See what I can do.
Yeah, they're both suited up and we're like, all right, this
You
should be
knew
a
air.
really easy job. Right.
I'll wait for them to refill my air. And so that's a 5 for air.
Yep, it's back up to 5. Okay, so while they're doing that, the other 3 of you go down to the stern of. Oh no, I messed up my overlay. I'm fixing it. Yeah, so the stern of Deck C.
I do think that, I don't know, as we're working our way there, we should just kind of like check the area, scope stuff out, check out the cargo bay, especially the cargo bay that has this little symbol that looks, I don't know, like a little first aid kit or something, just in case.
So is that cargo bay? That's in the bow. One or... Oh, they're both marked 2. The one on the left or on the right?
The one on the right.
Okay. Cargo Bay 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly empty as you look inside. You see there's like RV tires, because on Deck D you saw that there were those little kind of rovers, kind of like ATVs, but kind of more nicer. And you see like spare wheels, you see what looks like gasoline that can be used for that, but nothing really else inside of
Gasoline?
Yeah.
Do you think I could like is it like a little container I could carry some?
Yeah, you don't know much. Like, are you planning on using this for your flamethrower or to...
I don't know, maybe. I just options.
Okay. Yeah, so you definitely think if you light it on fire, it will be on fire. You're not really sure how, like, the fuel in your gun works versus this kind of gasoline. Like, you think it'd probably be a bad idea to just start pouring gasoline into your flamethrower and see if it works.
Okay, I'm still gonna add some to my inventory.
Definitely.
But also, I like check all around, and this doesn't look like the place where there would be medical supplies or anything, right?
No, I'm not sure why that would have been in the med lab. We can say you grabbed. Oh wait, I know what you're looking for. Never mind, you're not looking for a med kit. No, there might be like a basic kind of like bandages and rubbing alcohol equivalent, space rubbing alcohol or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, Davis is like going through all the bandages and the little kit and like just throwing them everywhere, and then like taking the rubbing alcohol and just like chugging it.
Okay, sure. It's 70 years old as well. You've had worse, we'll say, but it's not exactly delicious.
It's better than nothing.
Rubbing alcohol is like 98% alcohol.
Davis burps. It's like Ava saying this. Rubbing alcohol is...
Yes, but more seriously.
Davis burps and says, "I've had worse." And I throw the empty container on the ground.
All right. It hits the ground and clanks and clangs. Everyone else, moving further south, you get to...
Miss Davis, please don't drink the gasoline as well. You are not a human flamethrower.
I'm not that desperate yet. This ship is pretty useless.
Biting. Okay, so the 3 of you make it to the door into the reactor relay control. Where'd my Miller icon go?
Oh, cool. Okay.
It
Good.
doesn't matter. Yes. Good.
I run a diagnostic. Always wanted to say that.
Okay. The door looks locked.
Got to run a bypass.
You're just dropping all sorts.
Do you need me to melt it, boss?
I think so. I don't have and that's in here. The bypass kit is in here, if I remember correctly.
Bypass kit?
Right, isn't it? Or am I thinking of like the alien thing that I saw? Okay, so maybe not. So can we get in without melting it off?
Yeah.
Can I roll a security?
You can roll.
Can I do contact?
Yeah, you can do
Get in?
contact to open it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I only get 2 plus.
So Ava can do that. So one person can do it, and one person can help, which will give you another die roll.
Captain, I mean, go ahead if you want to do it.
Oh no, I forgot you were standing there. Get in here. This is your thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain.
Open sesame.
3 6s.
Okay. So let's talk about stunts. Comtech. When you
Let's
roll
talk
more
about
than one,
SIX.
when you roll more than 1 6, your additional 6s are stunts, and you can use them to do cool things. With Comtech, you can gain a +1 on a later Comtech roll, another die. You can choose to not roll to overcome the exact same challenge in the future. You can do it quickly, so it takes half the time. You can hide your tracks. You can show off. So you have 2 points to use. Which of those options would you like to use, Charlie?
I would like to do it really quickly because I want to be efficient for my captain
Ah, very nice.
and helpful.
Nice. And then
What were the other options apart from cover tracks?
so you can do it. You don't have to roll again to do the same thing in the future.
Okay. I would like to do that. I'd like to
Yeah.
say that. That's a useful thing when we
Yeah.
got to move through a ship quickly.
Yeah. So if a door is locked, you can just boop, 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 and it'll open quickly.
I imagine she just goes up to this input and just boops straight in the code
Yeah.
and stands back.
And it opens up easily. Okay. Reactor relay control. The reactor room. So there's a control room where there's a big computer panel set up, and then the reactor itself is in the next room over, and there's another door in there. The only light as you come in comes from, there's like an access port on the relay, and it glows blue, and it casts shadows out into the room. There's furniture, there's chairs. The chairs have been kind of like ripped up and torn, and there's like chair poofy stuff all over the room. And in the corner,
Stuffing.
yeah. And it looks like that poofy stuff, along with weird equipment, has been put into the corner, and there's kind of like a nest area. You don't see anything moving as you walk in.
There's a nest area.
Yeah, it looks, that's the best way to describe it. It looks like it's been cobbled into like a little circle.
Talking
And-
like what kind of nest are we talking here? With,
Like bird nest kind of thing.
Like
Burninated.
Random objects cobbled together to build something.
I point
or
my
something.
flamethrower at it,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and I just
What I-
kind of look at the captain.
I'm about to give you got my finger up like we're about to roast it. What actual and quietly I
Mhm.
say to Ava, I'm like, what actual repairs have to be done in this room? Can we do it from the terminal, or do we have to go through another air shaft?
So you
I
can.
tap into my databases.
Yes, of course, Ava. You know that the issue right now is mainly that the reactor core has been, it's like dirty essentially, similar to upstairs. It needs to be given a thorough cleaning, and there might be like minor fissures in the hole that should probably be epoxied essentially or fixed up. And from inside here, the panels look offline. You know that you can do it from the bridge. You can reactivate everything that needs to be reactivated if need be from the bridge.
This area requires cleanup, Captain. There may be faults in the unit in addition to debris that needs to be cleared. What's more, there is a nest in the corner of the room.
You bet there is, and we're right next to the reactor. So maybe starting a huge fire in here is not the best idea ever.
I concur.
Gasoline away.
Yes. Yeah, so let's just all hold tight. Can we hear anything coming from the nest? How far away is it?
It's in the bottom right corner. You see there's that little icon. I don't know what that icon is. I forget what the key is. I think that's a communications panel, but it's down there. It's to the southeast. You don't see anything moving inside of it.
Okay. Ava, cover the nest. Davis and I have a little cleaning to do. So, Davis, you're with me. Anything moves?
When you describe this as a shaft, is it like a drop-down shaft, or is it like a hole in the middle of the room?
There's no shaft. It's just to the left. The reactor door is in a separate room.
Oh, okay, I got it. Cool.
Yes.
Proceed with caution. If the creature is not in its nest, that means it is somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
Ha!
Fully aware of that. Thank you.
And
but
on that note,
You're
we're
welcome,
gonna
Captain.
cut
Oh,
to
no!
Cham. Yeah, we're fully of that aware. That's sarcastic. We're fully aware of that. Cut to Cham. You're strapped up. Everyone's strapped in. The Cap Wicks goes, "All right, let's get it done. Let's get her done," is what he says. And he pops open the airlock entrance. And
As we're suiting up and everything, I might ask one of them if they have any what was it, nap relief?
oh yeah,
Naprazine. I don't know. I forget what it's called.
Nap relief.
I think we have an expert among us who might be familiar with it. Yeah, Reed pops a syringe out. It's kind of like an EpiPen. It goes.
Yeah. Just like, I'm not used to all this
They
excitement.
had nap relief. What am I doing with this group?
Yeah, Reed's like, I can understand why you might want to take the edge off, and she hands it to you, and you can take it, and your stress goes down 1. I don't know if those are the rules, but that's Rudy's rule.
Okay. All right. Better than then. All right. Okay. All right. I'm ready. He's got my fresh air tank. Feeling frosty. Let's rock.
All right. So the 3 of you begin tying yourselves off, hooking yourselves on. You know, there's areas all throughout the ship as you go on your spacewalk to the comm array to just, move slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of make slow progress, but it's not really an issue. You get to the comm array. Give me a second while I look up a thing. Yeah, it looks like it's been disconnected, basically. Like, someone, for some reason, cut the line, if that makes sense. They, red wire came untangled from where it was supposed to go, and black wire's off. It looks like it was done almost like purposeful sabotage. It wasn't like an accident.
I will call Captain Wicks over. Captain Wicks, I have something here. This damage doesn't look like accidental space debris kind of thing. This looks like sabotage, sir.
Oh,
And
yes.
I'll angle it so my flashlight shines on it.
Yes, definitely sabotage. And he's nodding. You get the sense that he has no idea what you're saying, or he can see what you're pointing at, but he also doesn't want to seem like he doesn't know what you're saying. So he's nodding.
A clean line right there, and then this
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
I my rating isn't. It's been a while since I've gone through my comms rating recertifications, but I remember the old stuff. I'll do what I can.
Same. I haven't done this since the academy, so I think maybe
We do what we got to do.
Yeah. Maybe you should take the lead on this one. You know, I can hand you this, and he starts to hand you the wrong tool. Definitely the wrong tool.
That one.
If you
sir.
oh, that's how they do it these days.
Yep.
I'm a little older than you. You know, back then we used this guy,
Still
and
waking up 5%. Don't worry about
he
it.
accidentally drops it, and it like floats away. Oh, you know, we didn't. You said we didn't need that one anyway, right? So,
I'm sure there's a spare.
yeah, it just.
And I'll tie the tool he gave me off to my utility belt. You know, and
yeah. So he
focus on the work.
He coughs into his headset, which you know that usually it's, you know, polite etiquette to not cough into your headset. There's a button to kind of not do that. And Sergeant Reed goes, "Damn, Captain, can you just not do that again, maybe?" And he goes,
"Is he right over me?"
Yeah, he's like right next to you. He's handing you a tool.
Captain, thank you. I could use some space as well,
like,
Captain.
No, I'm gonna help you out, he says.
I don't need a hand, sir. I appreciate it.
I'm the captain. I should.
I'm gonna try to get the comms right between me and this guy.
And he grabs your shoulder. And he's like, "I'm going to help you with the comm relay." And then he just screams, and you feel like pressure on your arm, and there's like a emergency alert on your HUD that's like possible breach detected.
I'm gonna try to get out of his. I mean, I'm if I have to, I will push him off of me.
Yeah, let's make let's roll initiative. How about that?
Yeah.
As you're looking into his face plate, you see that there's blood dropping, like rolling out of his eyes, like he's crying blood, and that there's more blood coming out of his nose, and his eyes are. It's like the irises have almost completely overtaken the pupils, and it's a very bloodshot.
No, thank you. All right. Initiative is just straight D10.
Straight D10.
Yeah, 8.
8. Okay. And Sergeant Reed's gonna go as well. Okay. So it's gonna go. Okay, he is gonna go.
All right.
And he coughs again, and his faceplate gets covered in blood. Like he coughs blood into the faceplate, so it's blocking his face. And he's like, "No one ever listens to me. I'm the captain. I'm in charge."
All these control freak captains.
And then he reaches for your throat.
Okay. All right. What do we got? Is my defense?
So your defense is 2 against his attack roll, which I am now rolling. I have to look at the stat.
What do I roll, or is it roll?
So you have your fast action and technically still, so you can block. If you would like to block, you can declare, "I am blocking."
I'm gonna block with that.
You're gonna block. Good call to block when you're in the middle of space and a man is trying to grab your throat.
Yeah, I'm blocking.
So you roll close combat, and I roll close combat, and if you succeed, stuff happens. Oh boy. Oops.
I got 2 6s.
2 6s.
And a 1, but not on my stress die.
Okay, cool. He got 2 6s as well.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Do you have the close combat skill list up?
Yeah, I've got the not the stunts, just the actions. But give me a second.
Okay, cool.
I have it. So
Looking up the rules for blocking.
Yeah.
Page 58.
Oh yeah, I don't
You don't have that? Okay, that's
I just have the 8-page stunts and skills thing. So
okay. So how many 6s did you get?
what did I say? It was 2.
2 6s. Okay, so you can do the following with your 6s. You can either decrease damage, so when he hits you, and if he hits you, you can bring that down by 1, or you can perform a counter attack.
I mean, I'd like to, if I can use both, like, then I would use one for the block and one for a counter attack.
One for okay, sure.
Get him off of me. I'm not trying to like necessarily hurt him. There's a guy with a Marine with a gun who hopefully will do that.
Yes.
I want him to be away from me so that I don't actually get sprayed by pulse rifle blast.
That makes sense. Okay, so he is doing. He will do 3 damage to you.
Okay.
I don't know how much health you have.
5. I used that story point to not take damage from the alien.
Nice. Yeah. So okay, that was a smart call. And then you will do 3 damage back to him with your counterattack. Or I'll say you can do only 2 damage and push him away.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so he gets pushed away, and now it is actually your turn. You use your fast action to block, but you still have your slow action.
I'm going to move away from him and attempt, if my tether cable will allow me to put Reed between me and him.
Yeah, absolutely. So on your you can turn your slow action to a fast action, which would be move away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, you put some distance between the two of you. Reed pulls the bolt back on her pulse rifle and takes close aim, and back to the Deck C in the reactor room. You don't see anything move in the nest. What would you like to do?
Well, we have to leave the room to clean the thing, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I look at Davis. I know you would love to roast everything in this room, and it may have to be roasted at some point, but we can't because the reactor is right there. So me and you are going to go clean the thingy while Ava points a non-explosive weapon at whatever might be sitting over there. Okay? Copy?
Put the flamethrower on my back.
And I know you're disappointed, but we're making good progress. So here we go. Ava, eyes up. We're on comms. Here we go.
Okay.
Yes.
The reactor room door opens. You see the reactor itself. It's like classic Star Trek tube, kind of big tube reactor thing. Wall, exactly. It's covered in some sort of yellowish, white, resin-y stuff. It doesn't look like liquid. It looks like it was more viscous than that. It looks like, it needs to be removed in order. That is what is causing the problem. No question in your mind. So you'll probably have to go over and just wipe all this gunk off. Lying next to the reactor bay or the reactor core, there's a spacesuit crumpled up just on the ground.
Is the yellow gunk like a regular sort of occurrence of the reactor and its components, or is this an organic foreign material?
Oh no. This is definitely foreign material. You have no idea what this stuff is.
Uh-huh. Cool. So without
So who did you bring in with you? I forget. Was it Ava or Davis?
It's me and Davis.
Okay.
And I just start suiting up. I'm just gonna assume that I'm gonna be the one to go up there.
So you just need to take a ladder up, or just stand on something to kind of start wiping this stuff off. You don't need to.
Okay. Do you only have a flamethrower right now?
I also have a tank of gasoline.
Ah. Yes. Hold on to that one. Don't. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. And I'm holding the gasoline.
Yes. And set it gently on the ground. We're in the reactor. So let's not jostle the flammable liquid. I'm going to get up on this ladder.
Okay.
With a mop and bucket, apparently.
I don't have one of those.
That's fine. I'm going to do it. And what? So can we see the whole room from where we're standing, or is
Yes,
there like?
it opens up into like a larger kind of room, and in the middle is the reactor, and there's a bit of a like a moat kind of a thing. So you'd have to climb over. It's not a moat, but like railings. You'd have to climb over the railings and start wiping off. You can like lean forward.
Do both of us have to be suited up to clean this?
No, there is.
Is there enough cleaning gear for both of us?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can.
All right,
clean
Can
off.
I
help.
hand. Yes, jump in. Here we go. I hand you a mop. Like, get in here. All this yellow shit. All this snot here.
Both of you make observation checks.
Oh no. Do we roll our stress for this?
Yes, and I will just
Try to cook
why.
them in the
Got a
reactor.
success. And I did not stress out.
Okay. As you move towards the reactor, you notice this spacesuit
4.
on the ground. Did you succeed, Captain?
Hold on.
Okay. We're getting this regardless. if Davis succeeded, but-
Yes, I did.
You
I got
did.
2 6s.
You got 2 6s. Okay. Yeah, so you can pull up your stunt list too if you want to do something else with your observation. And as you kind of nonchalantly walk past what you think is just a discarded spacesuit, you notice the head of it is like, it doesn't look like a helmet necessarily, and you immediately think of back in the med bay, that thing that jumped out at the pod of you, and it looks a lot like that. And then it moves its arm.
Ah! Inside the suit, or it is the suit?
It is the suit.
Oh,
What?
No.
No flame throwing in here, right?
I need to confirm that. Ava, what is the structural risk of flamethrowing inside the reactor core? I would probably already know the answer to that question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Inadvisable, Captain.
True.
Well, then get in here. I got something for you to shotgun.
Oh, all right. We'll come back to you in a moment. We're outside. Reed is aiming her pulse rifle at former Captain Wicks, possibly still Captain Wicks. I don't know. Something's up with him. She can try and shoot him.
Do it, Reed.
Oh, she does. Yeah, you hear the distinct of the pulse rifle, and she kind of sprays him upwards. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Wait, he gets to roll armor. Yes. Yeah. His suit punctures, blood splats out of him forward into space. It's almost picturesque as the blood molecules slowly start floating away, and he kind of goes limp and is floating up in the air, still attached, but just kind of like floating around.
Yeah. I would wait a second see what Reed's reaction is.
You can see her. She's breathing heavily through the comms. She's like panting.
You
with
all
kind
right?
of, like the letdown. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why he tried to kill you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All of this is unreal, Marine. And I just like Cham is like he's debating whether or not to try to like whether she's gonna turn, and also like can he get back to work and fix this comm thing? He's just sort of indecisive about it.
Yeah.
Is she freaking out?
She is freaking out. She's not sure what just happened. Oh yeah. Also, you should take a stress because someone just attacked you like a crazy person.
Oh sure, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. But Reed, I need to fix this comm array, and I don't know. And now I'm having fuzzy memory. Rye found a note that was like, they all, we don't think this vaccine works very much. Like, did we all know that, right? Like, we all had privy to that information.
I think so. He showed you one of the logs from the chief scientist whose head exploded, as you recall, and it said that the vaccine has possible adverse side effects.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I who knows? Stress makes you do crazy things. I think. Are you feeling all right?
She says, I think you should fix the thing, but I also think I might, and she points the gun at you, just to make sure you don't go crazy either.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And he'll just slow, deliberate, unhook Captain Wicks.
Yep.
And start on the comm array.
He floats into space. Bye, Captain, she says as he floats away. And you get to work on that. Back inside the reactor, the thing moves its arm again, and its bulbous head kind of turns towards where you are.
I hit it with a mop.
You hit it with a mop. Okay.
That's all I have. That's all I have.
Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll as well?
Yes. Yeah, you can. You're active in this. D10.
7.
Okay.
Got a 4.
4.
It's 1d6 plus your current stress, right?
No. Just a D10.
Oh, wait, this is the D10.
This is the D10. Yeah.
Oh, Rudy, roll it for me.
Sure. You got a 10. You're last.
Thank you.
What did you get, Charlie?
Oh, a 7.
7? Okay. So it goes first.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Let's see. Yeah. You hit it with a mop? You hit it with a mop?
Yes.
Okay, it stands up and moves forward towards you.
Well, my mop didn't do anything?
Your mop didn't. It had no effect, unfortunately. Mop.
Immune to non-magical damage.
Okay. Getting some other stuff going. Here we go, Lisa. It's going to attack you. Okay. It grabs you after it grabs your mop and throws the mop to one side of the room, then grabs you and tries to throw you to the other side of the room. And it is strong.
I kick all my leggies.
Okay. Your leggies kick, but they have no effect. It is too strong. And just to describe, it looks kind of like so you thought that the head was like a space helmet because it's got kind of a sheen and a like glass sheen kind of almost. It's so smooth and thin, and you see that it has eyes that have like receded into its head that it looks just like a simple globe, and the eyes have both moved also to what might have been like the edges of your eyebrows and enlarged. It looks like it might have once been human, but it's that simian kind of thing. Its arms are longer, it's covered in muscles, and then when it stands up, it kind of pushes itself up off of its clenched fists. And then, like I said, it grabs you and just throws you like a rag doll across the room. And now it will roll to see if it hits. Oh my goodness, so many dice. Okay, you take 1 damage, but...
How many damages can I take?
So your health is your strength. It should be on your character sheet. I'm pretty sure Davis is the weakest.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I took 1.
So you drop all your items. As it was, you drop your flamethrower.
No, my flamethrower!
The
gasoline's already on the ground.
As it's thrown.
Oh no, and my pill bottle!
Yeah, your pill bottle. And then you have to make a panic roll. And you're prone. So it throws you backwards behind Ava.
Do I get a stress from being hit? I feel like you mentioned
You do get a
something
stress
about
from
that.
being hit as well.
Okay. So I do a panic roll.
Yeah.
I got a 2 plus 3 is 5, so I don't think anything happens.
Nope, that does not happen.
So Davis is like a bloody lump on the other side of the room, but is trying to act cool and is like trying to get up and is like, "You want to dance? Let's dance." And then I try to crawl towards my flamethrower.
It is your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've been advised not to flamethrow, but also I don't have any other moves. Can I get to my flamethrower?
Yes. So to pick an object up would be a fast action, and also to move would be a fast action. So you can turn your slow and your fast into two fasts.
Oh, okay. So I can just get to my flamethrower this turn,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to, if I can continue my move, I don't know if you're allowed to like split movement. I want to at least stand next to where I put the gasoline.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
It's
That's
all
what I do.
It's all kind of zones, so you can do that. It's the monster's turn again. I'm going to roll a die to see who it attacks. On a 1, it will be Cham. On a 2, it will be Ava. It was a 1. Or Miller, I'm sorry, not Cham. Okay. It throws Davis out of the room and then continues stalking towards you, Captain Miller. Here we go.
Yeah, this is it. It's not good.
No, it's not. Oh, it rolls a 1. Which means it roars in fury.
Uh-huh.
Both you and Davis have to make panic rolls. It's a terrible roar. It's inhuman. You don't even know where it's coming from because you're not really sure you see a mouth on this thing.
Okay. Now, refresh my memory.
At a total of 7, so I get another stress.
Okay.
That's the 1d6 plus current stress.
That is 1d6
right?
plus current stress.
Okay. All right. I got a 6.
Okay. Do you have it up, Lisa? Is it 6?
I don't think a 6 is anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it only starts at 7.
Only starts at 7, so congratulations, Captain. You are not harmed. And it is now Ava 6's turn.
I would like to fast action aim, fast action shoot, please.
Yes, that is
Sure.
a good use of your turn. Okay, so that's a +2.
Okay, what is the base? Because I don't have like a ranged combat as a skill.
So that means you don't have ranged combat as a skill, which means you just use agility. And then you add +2.
Sorry, Captain. All right, I have 6 in agility, and then +2, so that's 8 dice.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's 1 6.
Okay, let me double check the rules for our friend, Mr. Shotgun. So shotguns are particularly good against squishy things, but not good against hard or armored things. And you can tell that its carapace seems armored. But if you hit, you'll do a bunch of damage. Okay, so you see, even though its armored seems to be hardened, that several of the shrapnel of the shotgun punctures through it, and you can see blood spout on the other side. It's a weird, dark, yellow viscous, similar to the stuff that's currently covering the reactor core. And as it hits the back wall, it begins to smoke. It doesn't eat through like acid, but again, definitely doesn't seem like something you want to get on yourself. It is now Captain Miller's turn.
Who is, as far as I remember, unarmed at this point with a dry pistol.
Yep.
And, man, is there anything in the room that I can use to slug this thing with? Like a crescent wrench or a,
Sure. You can use
tube or something?
Yeah, you can use your fast action to pick up a simple tool, and I'll give you 1 damage. I'll give you more damage than an unarmed strike would be.
A spanner of some type?
Exactly, a spanner.
Okay, so that's
Close combat.
Close combat,
Which
right?
is strength plus your close combat.
4 plus the panic. All right, here we go, folks. I rolled 1-6. And I did get a 1 on the panic dice.
Oh no. So
He says truthfully.
Thank you. Thank you for the truth. Appreciated. So, yes, roll your panic. You still hit. Blunk. You bludgeon this thing.
And I can die with a smile on my face.
Its armor,
I'm feeling like the good Lord gypped me.
it does not pierce at all with the armor.
6 on the panic.
6 on the panic, so you're still good.
That's my turn, yeah?
That is your turn, yeah. Okay,
Excellent.
now we're back to top initiative. It is the monster's turn again. It is still chugging towards you. It's going to hit you again. Oh, man. Remember, running is an option. Just throwing that out there for you guys. Just a reminder. Running, no, never. Okay.
Captain's going to go down with the ship.
All right. Bad news, Captain.
No.
I rolled a 6, which means that
Don't do this to me.
you go to hit it with the spanner, and it grabs your arm and lowers it, and then reaches with its other arm and puts it next to your head. Like, its whole hand can go around your entire head. Yeah, like on the right side. And then it begins to move its left hand up to the left side of your head, Captain. And here we go. Wow! Congratulations! It doesn't smush your head.
The Giants win the pennant!
Yeah, as it slowly reaches up, you
Yay.
manage to slip your head backwards and fall backwards out of its hands. And you hear it give like a thunderclap as it pushes its hands together. And you know that if your head was in there, you would not have a head anymore. And
Do you
would
have
be
those ice
dead.
lilies over there that are like the frozen like ones in the tube and you kind of squeeze them up to get them out?
We do have
I'm kind of
those.
picturing him like squeezing it and like Miller's just like straight
Yeah.
out the top and all over the floor.
That's what would happen, yes. And still might happen. But it is no longer the monster's turn. It is back to Davis's turn. I can't believe I didn't. Yep.
Kill me?
No, it's a lot of dice. I rolled a lot of dice, and no 6s came up, so.
I know, we're in trouble.
Davis, you remember back when you
Yeah.
lit that first monster on fire, and man, did it sure not like that fire. Man,
Yeah.
that
I
fire
think
really did a number on it.
Davis like looks at the captain almost getting her head squished, looks at the reactor, looks at the flamethrower, back and forth a few times, and then she's just like, heck it. And I light it up.
Excellent.
Let's see.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice.
So good. The old
And-
can't use the ammo you got alien bit.
All right, I got 1 success, and I have to roll my stress. I got 2 1s.
2 1s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
So it means that you just ran out of ammo for your flamethrower.
No! I'm going to put the gasoline in it.
Okay, you can do that as your fast action. Then we're going to roll some dice to see if it explodes.
Okay. But then
But-
do I also roll on the panic table?
You do roll on the panic table.
Do I do it twice? Or just once?
I'm thinking. I think it's just once. Yeah, it's
Okay.
just once. It can't be
All right, I got a total of 9.
Okay.
Does someone have the table open?
I got it. It's drop item. Whether by
No!
substitution, you drop a weapon or other important item. The GM decides which one, and your stress level increases by 1.
It's flamethrower. Down it
It's
goes.
like the only thing I'm holding.
It
Okay, that's fine. As my fast action, I prop up the flamethrower with my feeties and I try to dump the gasoline in it.
Sure.
I don't know. Yes.
So reloading is normally a slow action, but I'll let you
Oh.
use your fast action this turn and next turn to reload.
I'm
it.
reckless.
Okay, we'll say. That sounds reckless. So, yeah, it catches. Let me see if it saves. It's definitely you think it's more it feels more vulnerable to fire, most definitely. And it lights up when you hit it. And it gives another one of those inhuman screams. But it doesn't cause you to panic, but it seems hurt. Okay. It's the monster's turn again. It takes a bunch of damage because it's on fire, actually. Yeah, it lights up. Oh, yeah, it does. It takes a bunch of damage. And it charges at Miller while on fire. Or at Davis, excuse me, who has just lit it on fire. And it... So, okay. It pounces across the room using its fists as momentum and lands on top of you and knocks you to the floor. It's across. It's very similar to what it did to the man in the med bay, if you'll recall.
I
Leaped
recall.
on top of him and punched through him, basically.
Oh, wait. Does it do that?
We're gonna see.
Okay. While it's leaping on top of me, can I like struggle and roll us around in the gasoline that's spilled on the floor?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's already
Okay,
on
cool.
fire, but
All right,
it gets
cool.
further. Okay.
I'm scared.
Oh, I have to roll to see if it... Yeah, it leaps on top of you and raises its hands back like it's going to smash you. Oh my god, and it doesn't. Okay. I can't believe this. I'm going to screenshot this. You guys, you roll out of the way. As you're rolling through the gasoline and covering yourself in gasoline, you manage to find... It reaches its arm up to punch you, and you slip underneath its arm and manage to roll out of the way. And then it punches the bulkhead underneath you, and you see, like... It has made a dent in the bulkhead as it reaches its fist back. It is now Ava 6's turn.
This is terrible.
So slow action, reload, and then quick action, fire.
Yeah, that works. No, wait, no, it doesn't. Sorry. Firing is a slow action. I'm sorry.
Firing is slow action.
Yeah, firing is a slow action.
Okay, so can I quick action run, put myself in the way of the captain, and then slow action reload?
Yeah, absolutely. You jump in the way of the both of them, blocking them from possible further attacks. And it is now the captain's turn. There's a flamethrower on the ground. And
I have a reloaded shotgun you could probably take off of me.
yeah, you can just grab it from her as a fast action.
Yeah, but did I realize that the flamethrower is the one doing the damage?
I mean, you saw the flamethrower flame that bloodburster earlier too. So
I'm telling you, I'm feeling some John McClane energy here. This thing needs to die, and then maybe we can seal the room and vent it if there's a fire in the reactor core. So I will dive for the flamethrower. Oh wait, is it empty?
oh yeah, it is.
It's empty, Rudy.
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna make me dive
I'm
for an
safe.
empty flamethrower
I'm
with the
apologizing.
It's full of a little bit of gasoline that might not be meant for it.
Yeah, my bad.
Technically.
We're gonna double shotgun this thing.
Double shotgun. Okay, so you grab it from Ava.
I do. You gotta get the big. Come on.
Advisable.
The shell racks out, and you turn towards the monster. Put it right in front of you, point blank with a
I'll buy you a
shotgun.
beer after this. All right, so close combat, which I don't have. Plus
No, ranged combat. This is ranged combat.
Oh, sorry, rage combat, which I do have, which is the same number. Plus the stress dice. Here we go, folks. Oh, come on. Yes, I got 1-6, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Everything else is 2s and 3s.
Okay. Rolling armor. It's enough. The shotgun
Enough
goes
to do
off.
what?
It bucks back in your arms, and it hits it straight in the chest, and it knocks this monster backwards. And because aliens in this game are so very strong, it doesn't necessarily die. What happens instead is it cries out in agony, and as it goes back, it rakes its hands once more at Ava and tries to attack her. And it attacks her. And it... Okay. It grabs at her head, just like it did for you. As it's knocked backwards, its flailing arms, and it managed to grab onto something, and it just happens to be Ava's head, and it moves it over to try and grab her and explode her head. This is... It does not. It does not manage to explode your head. It continues falling backwards. And, it hits the back of the bulkhead and slumps to the ground. And it is dead. Yeah.
Is that the last one?
It is not the same creature that attacked you guys.
It's not the Neomorph.
It's not the Neomorph, no.
Is it
That would be
Homeboy
a
from...
kill for Captain Miller, though. Most importantly.
That is a Miller kill. Confirmed. Miller kill confirmed. It is Miller time.
Miller's getting a tattoo. Yeah, and it's Miller time. Thank you. First off, I don't believe you that it's dead, and I'm gonna step forward and poke it with the end of my shotgun.
It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. And are we talking about the dude from Prometheus who gets all bloated and puffy and is zombified in his suit and rushes
No.
you? Or are we talking like a Giger chrome or a domed alien?
No,
Not
that's
talking that either.
That's kind of like what happened to Captain Wicks outside, actually. If you
Right.
That seems like what happened to him.
Okay.
If
So
we're
we don't know what this
metagaming,
was.
you get the sense that maybe if Captain Miller or Captain Wicks hadn't been shot with a pulse rifle, he might have turned into this eventually.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. So
let's take a break because that's the end of the act. Good job, everybody. We'll be back in 10. So 10:20 Eastern time. Yay!
Yay.
Hello there. We have returned from the break, the act break, and now we are going to hand out story points. In between each act, I give people agendas. I don't have one for you, Ava, but we'll talk about what your agenda would be and whether you succeeded in fulfilling it. And Act 2 is over, so now everyone's received a new agenda for Act 3. And I'm going to go around. Captain Miller, I don't think you necessarily fulfilled your agenda in Act 2. You're making a face, but would you agree?
She tried. Can I talk about it, or
Yeah,
is that
absolutely.
like
It's a discussion between the GM and the player.
The way I tried to spin it was
Don't reveal what the agenda is, though. But
she knew that the company would want to hold on to the ship by any means necessary, and kind of threw them under the bus in front of everybody in order to say, like, let's try and save the ship. And so there you go. That's what I tried to do. I gave it a shot. It did not work because then that ship blew up.
I think, yeah.
So
no story point. Sorry.
All right. I accept
You
that.
got it's so sometimes the agendas are a little vague too. They're not like do this, but sometimes they are like do this. And that was definitely one of the vaguer ones. So, speaking of do this agendas, Davis, congratulations. You get a story point. You did exactly
What do I get to do with my story point?
So, your story point is an automatic 6.
Oh yeah, I don't think I used
And
my
a
other
roll.
one.
Yep, and you remember you keep your story points.
Okay.
They keep going with you. So now you have 2. You can have up to 3. Cham, congrats. You have fulfilled your story agenda. Another story board for you. Ava, your thing is to help humans. I definitely think you're helping humans. And when you jumped in front of the alien in particular, I thought that was a great fulfillment of what Ava would do. So you get a story point as well. Again, it's a free 6 on any roll.
It'll save your life.
It will. Okay. So, Cham, you succeed in fixing
Oh, thank God.
the sensor array.
All right. No, thank God. I already have a 1 in communications.
You have killed the monster, and you take your time cleaning up the reactor core. It is clean. You have all 3 fulfilled. Now, where would you like to meet? Would you like to meet somewhere?
Yeah, if from the exterior I have communications with the captain but not read.
Yeah, so you definitely can. You can change the comm to just be. Now they were going to the reactor bay, and you can hone in on the panel, the PA panel down there.
Yeah, I think gosh, we don't really have any secure areas that med lab. Yeah, that's what it's sort of like. Y'all are on C deck. I'm going to be on A. Should meet somewhere on B.
We're going to the bridge. We got all 3 done. We got to take what's left of Rye, and we're going to the bridge. We're doing a full sensor.
What is left of Rye? I'm not there. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, we threw him down an air shaft.
Yeah.
There's nothing left of Rye. Thank you. No, we're all going to the bridge. We're going to turn everything on.
You cleaned up.
Fuck that guy.
Cham makes a mental note to clean up Rye before he can't just sit there.
You're a good pal, Cham. Even after that.
Davis, covered in gasoline, goes to grab what's left of her flamethrower and also scrambles over to her pill bottle that she also dropped and kind of uses it as a worry stone. Do we get to do that thing where we can reduce one's stress?
You get to do that now, yeah.
Yes. I do it.
Okay then. So all right then Cham, it's as the comm has been sort of fixed. He's basically going, Captain, I don't know what you're doing right now. This is obvious sabotage up here. Captain Wicks is spaced. Puked up blood, attacked me. Reed ventilated him. She's twitchy. Watch out. I got your reload.
Beautiful. And you've got the reverse shot of these 3 ladies coming down the hall with the pipes, talking into the comm, the flamethrower, the shotgun. We're all walking like full tilt. Like, that is a copy. We are headed straight to the bridge. We are going to do a full sensor relay checkup. We're going to go all the way through the list. I expect to meet you there. We are Oscar Mike. Do you copy?
Copy. I'll rendezvous at the bridge, and then I'll tell Reed, like, Reed, like, well, reactor's good, all clean. We should be operational.
Okay. She's like, all right, sounds good. After you. And she waits for you to go. She has put the gun down at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
It's at the ready, I guess you would say. She hasn't like slung it over her back, but she's not actively aiming it at you right now.
All Cam has been thinking about is how quick he could get to his bolt pistol before she could get to her pulse rifle. He's like, but he's not gonna fire first.
That'd be, to beat a Marine, that'd be a close one. All right, so let's jump to the bridge. The bridge. Okay. The bridge is in a state of disarray and destruction, practically. You can see that as you look, there's a bunch of panels throughout and stations throughout the ship. There's two piloting stations. One of them, someone has taken an axe to it and smashed up the screen. The second one, there's just wires everywhere. It looks very broken. There's the sensor station, also very broken looking, with wires pointed everywhere. The tech station has been like lit on fire, it looks like. There's just like soot, and it's got that kind of burnt that like burnt metal-y look to it that happens when something is actively lit on fire for a while.
Yeah, which are the critical ones, right? Like sensors would be nice.
Yeah,
but we would need them. But like, we need to be able to pilot this thing.
Sure.
We need to be able to operate life support.
Mm-hmm. So
how are they?
So it does look like the second pilot station is busted, but it only looks, the issue on the first pilot station is that someone has axed the screen. So you think that maybe you could do some sort of like, you won't have as much. Yeah, you won't have as much like readings, but you could.
I don't need a screen.
Something. Yeah, you don't need a screen.
I don't think Davis needs it. All right. And then how about like
for loop-de-loops, it's actually better not to have a screen.
We can't do any of those in this vehicle.
So
I don't know.
Maybe after we get back to Earth.
He said, she said.
You never know.
Just looks exhausted. Hasn't taken off his. I'm going to roll for air because he's not taken off his.
Oh yeah.
Suit yet.
Oh man, you should roll twice actually. I would say.
Okay, we'll do. All right, first one. All right, I got a 1.
Okay, so you lose 1.
All right, and so I'm down to 3. I already lost 2 air during all that spacewalk.
Makes sense. There was some crazy stuff happening. As you all walk into the bridge as well, Wilson and Clayton are already in there, standing and looking over the hollow display table and talking.
Glare at Wilson.
They're talking in kind of hushed voices.
Where's Reed?
Reed stays with you.
Okay.
And Clayton turns to look at Ava and says, "Did you do the thing that I asked you to do?"
It is on my list.
It is on.
It is emergency. It is an emergency situation.
It is an emergency.
Captain Miller's list supersedes your list.
Captain Miller.
That's right.
If Reed doesn't say anything about Wicks, I will.
Oh, that he.
Yeah, I mean, he just, as soon as he sees, if Reed doesn't say anything within a few minutes of seeing the suits, I'll let him know, like,
Yeah.
There's only one captain on this ship now.
Okay. You all work for the corporation.
Yeah. No, I understand that part. It just, chain of command is all.
No, well, I'm explaining the chain of command because sometimes things get mixed up, I guess.
Mm-hmm,
See, so in the corporation, I am I'm an admiral practically. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So you might be a captain,
Commodore.
Sure, whatever. It's several ladder steps above yours, okay? Several rungs above yours. So, yeah, on your little hauling ship, you're the captain. Cool. You did it. Good job, Captain Miller.
Tech, right.
No, I know. I'm pointing at her. You succeeded in your life, and I'm sure that there's a lot more to your career. No question in my mind. But here, I am in charge. And if I'm not in charge, then, and she points to Wilson, he is in charge. So that's what the
We're
Admiral
depending on you
says.
two.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I think if we're depending on you two, everything is going to go to shit. And it is up to me to do anything possible to make sure that doesn't happen. And then I point my flamethrower full of gasoline that might not be useful for this particular object. And I hit the trigger.
Listen.
Okay. You attack?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Reckless.
That is definitely reckless. Okay. We're going to roll a d20. If it's a 15 to 20, then the gas tank goes off and explodes in your...
Question. Is it obvious to Ava what Miss Davis is doing?
Yeah. In fact, we're going to do the slow-mo, which is what I love to do when someone decides to do something crazy. If anyone else wants to act to stop Davis from flamethrowing someone, I see several hands raised.
I will hop and check Davis. Keep her
Okay,
from
yeah.
killing.
I think this is really cool, Lisa, by the way. I don't want to shit on this parade.
I know, I agree. Yeah, this is awesome. At this point, Cham is just ready to dive out of the way of what he is assuming is about to be. And he don't know who else is armed.
Yeah, when you point your gun at Clayton, the Marine points her gun at you, Davis. That's a thing that happens.
How
And-
dare. I mean, fair, but also rude.
And if Miller or Ava, if either of you would like to act in some way, it can be talk, it can be using command, Miller, if you would like to do that. You can try and use manipulate to ease tensions. This is a game where you can use social skills on other PCs, which is something that I usually discourage in like Dungeons and Dragons or something like that.
Sure, Torchbearer is the same way. You can like force other characters to. Sometimes
It's like Song of Ice and Fire intrigue as well.
Yeah, so certain games it works. This game is definitely one of those games.
I'm not
so.
particularly good at it, but I have a high empathy.
Okay.
Davis, this is not the time. Look at where you're at. You can't fly the ship if you fire that gun. I made that out of spare parts. You can't just use it like that. And you smell like gasoline. Come on, Davis. We ought to get off this ship together.
So before
we all work for the same company. And I'll look at Reed. Reed, you got any more of that stuff you gave me? Because we could all take some edge off.
She says, yeah, it's in my pouch on my hip.
Oh.
And then I just am like, can I? And he's just trying to be like chill, and he's looking at Clayton as well, like everybody's stressed. I didn't mean anything by the lip.
Yeah,
Did you say you have some nap relief?
We gotta help her out. She's on it. She's edgy, jumpy. Do I need to roll anything? I'll use my sword.
No, that's fine.
If I have to.
You don't. I'm gonna say you don't have to do this. If Davis is willing,
fire on the bridge.
If Davis is willing to,
I still hold the flamethrower up with like one arm, sort of, but I put the other hand out for the nap relief.
Just a little. It's okay. And I can take a look at that flamethrower later. Make sure it's okay. It's not meant for a fight.
Cool. So Cham is trying to defuse the situation with drugs. The classic
empathy.
Empathy. Sorry, excuse me. That's it. Empathy.
Yeah.
Ava, did you like to do something?
Yeah, her just stone cold reaction is just to push Clayton to the ground out of the fire line.
Okay. Are you
Gotta
literally
Clayton's very important. Just full body
push
just
her?
shove.
Okay. Just so she had her hands up and she falls to the ground and she falls behind one of the stations, so she's out of line of sight. Captain, did you want to do something?
I want to attempt to pull rank, which I think I can do again because it's a new act. I don't know if we're restricted that way, but anyway,
I don't think command. So I don't think command. If you're talking about pull rank, I don't think that has any per act restriction. I think you can do it as many times as you want. It just costs you stress every single time.
And it's anybody who is in the company.
I'm I'm gonna say it's not gonna work on Clayton. I'm making the call
Okay.
as the GM.
We're like independent contractors, and they're like
Yeah.
full-time employees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not
That's
like
probably
Aliens
a
where the
two-tier system.
military has jurisdiction. We're their employees. Like he's like, it's absolutely right. So the thing about pull rank is I could basically look her in the eye and tell her that we are leaving by any means necessary, and to fall in and help us get the hell out of here now that everything is fixed. And I don't want to hear any crap about anything other than that, you know? Which
Yeah.
might be agreeable to her without having to pull rank.
Yeah. So she does. She says, "Yeah, I've been trying to get us to leave, except we need the stuff in my storage locker before we leave. I'm not leaving without that, and you're not leaving without me. So let's go get it." And at that moment, she has her arms spread, like, "Put your fucking guns down." You all hear this metallic clank, and the ship shudders a little bit.
What?
The hell was that?
Definitely sounds like someone has possibly docked with your ship.
Oh,
Oh shit.
is the distress beacon still going on?
The distress beacon is still going on. No one turned it off.
Or what? Okay.
I immediately take a breath and like start talking to Mother and launch through the whole. Now that everything is clean and everything should be working, I need a full sensor workup. What just docked with us? What the hell is going on inside and out of the ship?
So sensors are still offline as you look at this nitro station. And Cham, you're like, shit, this will take me hours to get back online.
It's gonna take a while. I mean,
This
I'm
is-
not bullshitting you, Captain.
Mhm.
It's
never
gonna
gonna
take a long time.
Never gonna happen. However much I yell at this computer, it's never going to get fixed.
Sensors are OP, bro. Gotta balance. Mother says that you have been docked by another ship, that she is unable to give you more information than that.
What does Clayton seem? Does she seem?
She goes, "What the fuck was that?"
Oh, you mean they're not here to rescue us?
No one should know where we are. Where's the other guy that was with you? The one with the hat.
Oh, he fell while we were cleaning the air shaft. Didn't make it.
Okay. Whatever.
Wix is.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. And I need you to help me. And she points at you, Cham. You're the technician, right? You made a point of telling me that you're not the captain, just the technician.
Certainly, yes.
You and me are going to go down to the dock, storage bay, D, and we're going to take the stuff out of my locker, and we're going to load it into your little ship.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you, and she points at Davis, Firebug, one, would really prefer if you put that away, because you're insane, apparently. Two, I need you to pilot Daisy out of here with all of us on it.
I don't like the name calling. Don't like your form of leadership. But I'll do it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Captain, is this amenable? Do you agree with this? Is this a good plan?
It's great. It's the best plan ever.
Good.
And you
Good.
should be, very happy with yourself.
In any time and all that, especially when Clayton was behind the thing, was there a moment when no one was really watching Miller or me?
Oh, yeah. So
I
she
passed Miller
ducked down.
the pistol.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You feel a magazine gets subtly
Center pocket.
handed
Yeah.
into, just slip. You feel the metal of a magazine drop into your pocket.
I think if I'm gonna pilot Daisy though, and there's this whole situation going on, I am going to require that nap relief. And I hold out my hand.
Fine. Whatever. Doesn't nap relief make you sleepier?
I mean, it's your first time.
No, it's nap relief.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Nap relief.
Relief from your
It's
nap.
right there in the name, of course. I don't know how I
Not when
got
you
that.
mainline
confused.
it.
Does she like hand me one?
Yeah, and she's
I do
like,
this and I wait for more.
You know what? If you go to my bunk in my suite, there's more there. And you, and she points at Ava, I need you to go to my safe and take everything out of the safe. Ava, make sure no one sees what's in. So you're close to each other, and she says in a hushed tone to you, put what's in the safe into a bag. Don't let anyone else see what's in the safe, okay? And she hands you her access key.
There is still one.
Sorry, what? What'd you say? Oh, fuck.
Sorry, what now?
There's still another fucking thing on the fucking ship. Fine, here. You. Shorty. She points to Sergeant Reed. Go, you have a flamethrower, so go with them. And she points to, Miller and Ava. No, wait. Fuck. I already forgot who I sent where. What do you want to do? She turns to Miller.
I say we kill it. Because we're holding on to the ship. And it's going to be a long ride home.
Okay, cool. You can stay with the ship. I want to get on Daisy and get out of here.
I'm not leaving the captain.
Okay.
Come on, Captain. We just all need to get on Daisy. It's fine. We'll make it to the nearest station. We'll all go our separate ways.
Well, I did what I could for you.
If you want to kill it and take the ship back, cool. Best.
What
of
are we
luck
getting
to
out of
you.
your locker? What are we getting out of your locker? You want to go back to your locker? What'd you leave? Your favorite coffee mug?
No.
No?
What's in the locker is priceless artifacts that we recovered. People died trying to get this stuff, you know? Lots of people. The crew of the ship has died. We need to remember them and make sure that their lives weren't lost in vain by bringing this back and researching it. And you see Wilson is nodding emphatically behind her. Well said. Well said.
Okay, Captain, if we don't bring back or recover something, they're going to dock our pay. We might not even get anything for this run. And that, yeah, that's, got to bring something back. Got to do our jobs.
All right. Well, let's go. We are leaving.
As
Clock
the
out.
captains and Cham are talking, Davis is in the background with Ava 6, and she's like holding Ava's face with her hands. And she's like, Ava, beautiful Ava, best friend Ava, while you are in Reed's quarters, all the nap relief you can find. I saw they have soldiers. If there is some X on this ship, bring it back. Imperative mission, priority number 1.
Okay, Miss Davis.
So
You
she
You
know-
told,
don't need to hold my head. I have reasonable audio input.
she says, Davis, if you look under my bed, there'll be whatever you want, okay?
Oh, wait, I'm going too?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
if you want more of your happy pills or whatever. look
Medical
under-
supplies.
Yeah, medical supplies. Go with Ava to my room and look underneath the mattress, and you'll find what you want.
All right, cool. Eva, let's go. Wait, no, Captain's shaking her head, but Captain! What if something happens to Ava? I'm really just looking out for her.
All right. Go do it.
Okay, cool.
Go do it.
Captain Miller, you must protect Michelle Clayton and Mr. Wilson, whose first name I have already forgotten.
I am. Me and the suits and Cham are going to make our way to Daisy, get it prepped and ready to go. Okay? You're going to go get some soft drugs and whatever else she needs. Does that work for everybody?
Yes.
Works great.
All right. And move. Go and do likewise, folks. We got another one on the ship.
Bites people's head off.
Yeah. So you all exit the bridge and start moving south. And above you on deck A, you can hear clanking like footsteps. And a voice says, "Hello? Anybody home?"
There are demons on board.
I mean, well, nothing works on the bridge. Never mind. Is there a serviceable terminal somewhere where we could see is like an airlock cam? Maybe it works.
Let us make a comm tech check. And it's the voice isn't it's kind of like in a mocking tone, if that makes sense. It's a sense of like superiority coming from it. It's not a friendly hello, is anyone home?
I feel like a bard rogue has just walked onto the ship.
Iris, yeah,
with a hat, a really big hat.
We don't need to fight that monster. Yeah, we just need to get to Daisy.
Well,
let them deal with it.
What is the expression on the company people's face?
Clayton has gone pale. Like she's like, we don't know what that is. We don't know who these people are.
Pirates. You ain't never lived out here, have you? Pirates is what they are. You got 2 monsters on board now.
Okay. All right.
Cam's say
that's
like
important safety.
Screw this ship.
Sure. Yeah.
That's good. That's an important safety chip. Thank you, Cham. And can I open a private channel to Ava and Davis?
Yes. Why don't you make that check, Jim, the ComTech check, to see if you can hack into a camera feed to the airlock from another sensor point. And then, Travis, you can open up as they're walking by towards the corporate suite.
No 6s, but no 1s.
3 6s, no 1 on a stress die.
Okay, yeah, cool. Absolutely. So, if an image comes up, you see 4 people. They all have weapons. You see a man in his late 20s holding a shotgun and a flight suit. You see a woman who looks a year or 2 younger than him. She's short. She's holding it was a woman's voice too, you heard, that called out. She's holding a pulse rifle and is kind of like leisurely, like jokingly kind of almost clearing the rooms. Like she's making a big point of...
They're still on deck A?
Yeah, they're still above you. She's making a big point of like sweeping the corner and stuff like that, kind of like as a joke to her friends, you're guessing. You see a younger man, really a boy only. He seems to be in his late teens. He is a flamethrower, and he is kind of walking cautiously. And you see an older woman who looks almost to be in her early 50s. She looks tired. Like you can see, even on the screen, she has bags around her eyes. And she's holding a very large pistol.
So is this look, I mean, like, what coming from the colonies, I'm not saying do I recognize these specific ones, but do I recognize the look of them?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a ragtag group is the way you put it. If you roll an observation check, I'll tell you something else.
Sure, yeah.
Succeed in an observation check.
All right.
Yeah, we're not even, it's pirates.
Travis, what were you rolling? Just real fast. What were you
opening a private channel to Davis?
Oh, you didn't have to roll for that. I'm sorry. You can do that on your own. That was not a ComTech check.
I just open a channel and be like, "We have company on this ship. Y'all gather it up and move to Daisy immediately."
The armory's like right next to the bridge. We could easily stock up. Like, anyway, I think we can all get to Daisy.
What deck is Daisy on?
D.
She's in D.
Down. We take junction B right here. We can go right down to C deck, and then from C deck take the stairs to vehicle bay.
Yep. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, Cham, you also notice on the patch on the flight suit on the upper shoulder, there is a logo for Siegson, which is a rival company of Weyland-Yutani.
We got some a PMC for Siegson. on board. Speaking directly to Clayton and Wilson.
So they both, their heads both whip around and look at you, and so Clayton comes over and looks on the screen too, and she goes, "Motherfuckers." Okay. We're fucking shuttling this ship. Shuttling? No.
Scuttling.
Scuttling. Thank you.
All right.
I know words. We're scuttling this fucking ship after we get the stuff onto Daisy. Okay?
I mean, like, provided they don't shoot us first, or the monster doesn't kill us first, or an accident doesn't wipe us out. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. That.
Well, if we move fast, they get to deal with the beast.
Let's go.
So we are.
Yeah, Cam's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got his motion tracker out now.
Oh.
Just keep an eye on him.
I like that.
And
Okay.
that's what he's looking at. He doesn't feel like he's confident to find the alien. But a bunch of slow moving.
Yeah, they're just kind of
privateers. Sure.
Yeah, you can keep an eye on them, and you don't have to make rolls. You can kind of avoid them and go around corners. So you, Cham, and Clayton go down to Deck D to get to her storage locker. Ava and Davis, you go over to the corporate suite. Both of you make observation checks as you walk down the hallway. And Captain Miller, where did you say you wanted to go?
Well, I'm just going down to Deck D. We're
Okay.
gonna go prep Daisy.
Yeah. So you're going down specifically to Daisy.
I am.
Yeah, I guess you're all going to D. Okay.
I succeeded.
Goes with you. You succeeded? Okay.
I could probably rig the reactor to blow, but it's a ways on C deck, and I don't. That thing's still out there.
So, Davis, you get the sense that there's something in the area that might be watching you.
I also succeeded with 3 6s.
The 3 6s. Let's see. I think observation stunts give you more information.
Sorry.
They do. Okay. You think it's in the mess hall. You hear movements. It sounds like origami falling off of a table. You have very good senses. You're synthetic.
I just kind of mouth at Ava that we're not alone. And then walk faster.
Yeah. You get inside to the corporate suite. The suite is nice. You're jealous of Clayton. It was nice, we'll say. Now it's been fucking torn apart, basically. There's a painting on the wall in the back. That's Ava. That is where Clayton said her vault is. The bed it looks like it's been torn up, but the mattress is still intact. If you want to look
I
underneath
rush
it.
to the mattress.
Okay.
I flip it off of the bed.
Okay. Underneath the mattress is a pack of stimulants. It's been almost like vacuum sealed and wrapped, like a
Tear it open with my teeth.
Yeah. So this is Halloween, and you have just gotten to the house that hands out full size candy bars.
I take all of them except for.
Okay. You know your limits. And more than one is probably your limits. This is like made in a laboratory kind of drugs. This isn't street stuff.
Okay, fine. I celebrate and then I take one.
Okay.
And I distribute the rest on my person.
And
then I'm like, Ava, hurry up. We got what we need.
Ava, do you open the vault? The wall safe. It's
Yes.
a safe. Okay. So you
Pass.
slide the access key. It opens up. And when you look inside, there is $1 million worth of cash.
It's an artifact.
There is nothing of use in here. And she closes the safe.
Whoa! Fuck you, Clayton. That's what Ava just said. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. We're here anyway. Can you open that again, Ava?
Miss Davis, you don't need more flammable objects.
I mean, first of all, I disagree. But also, I think my man Cham worked real hard, deserves a bonus. And I just open it up. Just open it up a little bit.
She's gonna hand
Just
Davis
open it
the
up.
card. She'll give Davis the card. Davis can
Swipe.
hold it if she wants to.
Okay, yeah, it's $1 million, and it's like bearer bonds equivalent, so it's not. It's yep.
Okay,
money.
I don't know. I just stuff as much as I can into my suit.
Yeah, you have pockets inside of your flight suit, and it's not like stacks and stacks of bills or anything like that. It's
A piece of paper.
slides. Yeah, it's like a manila folder filled with some certificates, and you slip it into your
Okay, cool.
inner pocket
do
of your
it.
flight suit.
Do we have personal comms now? No.
No, unless people are wearing their flight suits or their EV suits still, which Cham is, and Davis has one, so she could put it on and talk to someone. Miller's helmet, he dropped it. She dropped it.
Miss Davis, please alert Cham that the creature's nest is in the mess hall. And that is where the creature is.
I'm like, oh, how'd you know that? Weird. You've got like some crazy senses. And I put my helmet on. I have two.
That is where it was before.
Oh,
where they
Ava,
went.
you are unsettling. And I'll tell Cham, I'll like open a line to Cham and say, first of all, have a present for you. You're welcome. And secondly, Ava says that the creature is in the mess hall, so watch out. Or was in the mess hall.
All right.
Don't know if this information is useful anymore. Goodbye.
Sure. Yeah. So what? All right. How do we get them? How do we get these mercs to swing by the mess hall on D? So, where? I mean, using the motion tracker, where do I think they are now?
So they're still upstairs. It seems like maybe they've gone into Mother and are trying to play with Mother to see what access they can get.
I mean, Captain's with me, so I'll let them. I'll let Captain know. Captain, they're trying to mess with Mother. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that, or even just like Clayton and Wilson maybe also have remote access to Mother, maybe. And then, I think if we can get them down the central stairwell past mess hall, Ava says that creatures in the mess hall, if they go making a bunch of noise and think they've got easy prey they're coming after, maybe that it might. I might get them tie each other up for a while. Why don't y'all go on ahead?
Okay.
Go on ahead. We'll fake them out with like the radio or something. Why can't we like get the comms going in the mess hall and say, "Oh boy, it's Salisbury Steak Day." I hope pirates don't show up, and then like they go there. No.
Yeah. You got. Can we like I don't know, go to a remote terminal and like patch it through the mess hall?
Yeah,
Pat's
we'll pull the fire alarm in the mess hall, like
we gotta
just
go in.
there.
Yeah. Well, it can. Yeah, well, can Mother do anything remotely to get?
Yeah, Mother can do things like that. She can. You guys can always hone in specifically on certain wall panels, communication wall panels, if you want to, like, make noise in one specific room. You can, tell Mother to make an announcement over the comm system if you want her to make an announcement or anything like that.
Yeah, let's make an announcement over the comm system.
Yeah, tell them what we're having for. Have Mother announce what we're gonna have for lunch, in the mess hall.
Yeah, Mother. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have access, Captain.
Okay. So Mother comes online and says, "Lunch is now commencing in the mess hall, B deck. Today's menu includes beef bolognese with rigatoni, Caesar side salad, stuffed garlic bread, and a variety of fruits and vegetables."
Rudy, I'm so hungry. Stop.
If you mention food in a game, I'm going to give you guys a menu, okay?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, well, And then he just real quick pings back to Ava. Ava, you might want to take junction B1 out of there. That's just north. He's assuming Ava knows the ship better than he does, but
Yeah.
maybe Charlie doesn't. And so that's how. Cam, you want me to rig this ship to the reactor, or no? You want me to stick with you?
Well, I never eat spaghetti day. You see any cows around here?
No.
Yeah, we are going to blow the ship, and I'm going to go prep the Daisy, and you go do what you got to do. Hopefully they go walking right into the mess hall.
Ooh, I don't know about splitting up, is all I think, because then you'd be with
All right.
two of the corporate people. I think Cham will stay with Miller. He's like, he thinks about the reactor for a minute, but then he's also like, I can't. Miller be 2 against 1.
That's a good idea.
Even with Wilson. Anyway,
we'll try and blow it remotely. Sure. See if that's an option first.
Sure. Let's head down to D-Deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Ava. You seem like you're a robot person of many talents.
I have a number of abilities.
How are you at flying?
That's agility and piloting skill, if you have that, Ava.
I have no wings.
How are you at piloting, Ava? How are you at flying ships?
I am not specialized in piloting, but I have fair agility.
Does Davis know if anyone else can fly the ship?
I mean, a lot of them have basic. It's like driving a.
You could figure it out.
Yeah, I mean,
manual. Daisy's manual.
Space is forgiving in terms of flying, if that makes sense. You're not gonna plummet to the ground. As long as you don't have to like do complicated docking procedures, then they can kind of, mosey in the right direction. And then if they make contact with someone, they can call someone up to help them.
Okay.
Miss Davis, the menu was a lie.
That's true, Ava. The menu was a lie. Sometimes.
But Mother doesn't lie.
But you're right, Eva. Mother doesn't lie. Davis tries to comfort her. She will. Davis is going to take that manila envelope out, and she's going to hand it to Eva, and she's going to say, "Just in case something happens, can you make sure you get this to Cham?" We got what was in the mattress. This is your new priority one.
Okay, best friend, Miss Davis.
Davis plays it cool. Right. As we get to Junction 1, Davis is going to kind of observe. And I guess she probably knows they're trying to lure the people who got onto the ship to the mess hall. And so Davis just kind of wants to make sure that that's where they're ending up and wants to make sure that happens or whatever.
Okay. So you hear the sounds of someone coming down the ladder, but like not stepping down. They like put their hands on the sides and slide down because it's really cool.
And, it's so cool. I should be on this crew.
So you hear that noise of like hitting the bulkhead. And you hear that same voice go, "Where the fuck is the mess hall?" So I would say make mobility checks to try and sneak by, or if you want to make noise to try and lead them. They're kind of... so one says, "Where the fuck is the mess hall?" And the other one says, "I don't know, but this looks like the bridge." And he turns and he's looking towards the bridge. So if you want to lead them to the mess hall, then... Yeah.
Can I just step out and tell them where the mess hall is?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, a helpful synthetic I am.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Sure. So you step out and you tell them, and they're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hands in the air! Hands in the air!" They point their guns at you. It's the man and the woman with the shotgun and the pulse rifle, respectively.
In one hand is manila envelope because I haven't got anywhere else to put it right now.
Damn it, Eva.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
This is my ship.
Ship's supposed to be clear.
It is not. Who do you think is preparing the menu that Mother explicitly explained moments ago?
We thought it might have been a bug or something. And the woman with the rifle kind of turns to look at the man as though she's looking for directions from him. And he's kind of squinting at you, and then he puts his gun down. And he goes, "Wait a second, you're an Ava, aren't you?"
Ava 6.
Okay. And then he turns. She goes, they must have left the synthetic behind or something. Whatever. Ava, what's being researched on this ship? What's going on in the ship?
The ship was tasked with retrieving artifacts. It failed in its mission.
Oh. They failed? They're like kind of murmuring to each other. It's like, okay. Ava, are the systems online? Can we fly it?
The ship is in repair.
Ship's in repair. All right. We can use her to help us, I guess. Yeah, I guess. She probably knows the ship well, too. She can guide us around. Yeah, okay, Ava, come with us. Just come with us. Tell us what some of these rooms are. We're going to have to go through it room by room later, but for now, just kind of give us a tour, if you will.
You should go to the mess hall.
The mess hall? Sure. This is a manipulation check. This is absolutely a manipulation check. So, manipulation is wits plus the skill, and I don't think Ava has much. No, I'm sorry. It's empathy plus the skill.
Okay, well I've got empathy.
Bam.
Only 4. But 1. I got 1 6.
Okay. Let me pull the stats up for this character. Okie doke. Oh, they did not roll any 6s. So,
yeah.
The one who looks to be in charge nods and goes, "Okay, we'll go to the mess hall." He's like, "Just, Ava models, just been alone for a while. We'll just pay attention, play along." And the woman nods. "Okay, after you." And do you lead them?
She'll lead them to the mess hall.
Okay, they follow you. Over. Down on deck D, you guys are... So, Captain Miller, you're going to Daisy and you're starting to prep offloading. Cham, Clayton has kind of recruited you. She found a push cart in the vehicle bay and has told you, "All right, follow me." And she takes you to a storage locker that has her name on it and types in something on the access panel and opens it up, and you see dozens of these urns inside of there. You saw one earlier in the med bay that had been converted into a science lab, and it was filled with that dark viscous liquid in tubes. And she's like, "Okay, start loading it up. Don't drop it, okay?
Sure.
Believe me, you don't want to drop it."
And he will do his best. He's used to handling highly dangerous materials, and being, he's a materials handler. What else are you gonna do? And he takes his time. He doesn't slow walk it because they're in a hurry, but he's not in a hustle either. Does she stay with him?
So she walks over and starts talking to Wilson, and he seems kind of excited. You've never seen Wilson be like this thrilled about something. He's always kind of by the book, except when he's giving one of his rousing speeches. And they're both kind of talking quietly to each other.
Where's Reed right now?
Reed is with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's helping you.
Okay. Then Cham's just like, he's become obsessed with her pulse rifle, and just like he just wants to know where it is at all times. He's using the fact that his visor's kind of smeared, and just to kind of like be surreptitiously seeing where she is. But he also is trying to go along to get along and not arouse suspicion.
Okay, yeah. So it's currently slung across her back. It's not active as she, let's roll a die. Let's see. Maybe she put it down. Nope, it's slung across her back.
Okay.
It's not like in an active ready state or anything like that, but she's loading it up and she's kind of shaking her head and like, fucking whatever, as long as I get off this ship.
Yeah. And I might just, I don't know, has she warmed up to me at all?
Yeah, she actually, while you're loading, she's like, listen, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for pointing my rifle at you earlier. Things were crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what was going on. So.
I understand. Yeah, it's all right. We didn't take that medicine that they said to take when y'all first came out. So I think we'll be fine.
You didn't take it?
No. We found a note on one of the doctors that said that he had doubts about it, and didn't think it was very effective. So we didn't take it.
I took it.
I mean, you seem fine now, though. I feel like, if something was wrong, you'd feel it, right? And he's not like backing away from her. He's still working, but he just is like, I don't know. He doesn't even know what his game is.
Yeah. Well, realization has kind of dawned on her face that he took it and he turned into some monster, and she took it, so. And she kind of just like stops what she's doing and drops the urn that she's currently holding. And you hear the sounds of like a smashing sound inside. The urn stays open, but there's a smashing sound. She's like, I don't. I mean that. And then she's just kind of like mumbling and backing away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if she does, as soon as she's eyes off me and is thinking of something else, I will fast walk to Captain.
Okay, yeah. You see Clayton turn and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you now?" And start walking over towards the freaking out Sergeant Reed. Yeah. So upstairs, Ava, you've led the two people over to the entrance of the mess hall. Do you go inside first? What do you do?
She'll open up the door and stand clear so that they can go through, as a good servant would.
So they're going to be like you first.
And she'll step in.
Hero. Okay, you see it. It's in the corner. It also has like a little nesty area. It's not moving. It's almost like, it's very strange. You've seen them in kind of like hibernate mode before, and it's almost like formed itself into this tight squared box. It's like turned its limbs inwards, bowed its head down, and is just sitting there in the corner, not moving.
Did they step into the room?
They do, and they look around and they're like, what the fuck is with all these geese? Because of all the origami that you've scattered throughout the room.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to turn back to the door, and I want to use that 6 that I got for my storage under to lock the thing behind us.
Okay.
So we're stuck in here.
Yeah. You turn around, and using Comtech, you close the door, and you lock it. So now they can't get out with having to make their own attempt at hacking the door. And as the door shuts...
For the best.
As the door shuts, you see the thing in the corner begin to stand up. And then fade to black on Ava, I think. Charlie, your call?
I mean, she's in a... It's us. It's for the best for humans if this thing doesn't exist. And she really hopes the humans with her have guns. But...
Okay. Maybe we'll come back to that. I know you said that you might have to leave soon, too. So it's your call.
Yeah, I could stay a little bit longer.
Okay.
We'll see. We might win. Who knows?
Yeah.
Go back and forth on how aggressive they are toward synthetics, because I think you've seen it kind of go in both directions. It'd be interesting to see how they actually react to the non-human presence in the room. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Sometimes they attack, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. That's very true.
I mean, she's compelled to protect the humans regardless of who the humans are, but also it's for the greater good. The creature doesn't live, so
Yeah, and you have an innate loyalty to your humans as well that you've kind of I mean, certain humans will say that you know and have known.
Best friend Davis. Captain Miller.
I wish Davis had stuck around to see what was going on with the mess hall. Because while Ava was talking to them and luring them, Davis was heading to Junction B2.
B2, yes, that is at the
back of the ship.
Side of the deck, yes.
And she starts heading towards Deck C.
Deck C or Deck D?
Deck C.
Okay.
And starts heading to the reactor.
Okay.
And she'll put her helmet back on. And she'll say, Captain, you there?
Do I hear it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a copy.
So we can't let those folks on this ship. They want to take the whole ship and everything that's on it. Can't let that happen.
Okay.
So Ava should be reaching you guys soon. She has a priority 1
Lisa,
mission.
Back away from your microphone just
sorry. She has a priority 1 mission to deliver something to Cham, but I would wait like a minute for her and then I would get out of here.
Okay. Did you find anything interesting in the corporate suite?
Oh yeah, I found a whole pack of interesting things. Oh, and like $1 million.
Ah.
Yeah, no artifacts. No artifacts.
And before we blow the ship, what's the current 20 on that $1 million copy?
I think Ava's heading there right now. That last I left her, she promised. I think I might have done the face holding thing. We're best friends. She wouldn't not do that.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing her. Okay. Well, listen. Do you know how to start the sequence down there? You're gonna have to make it back in time.
Those folks are still on the ship. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then close the doors and get out of here. Daisy has a manual mode. You'll be able to get out of here. This is too important. Everything is going to shit and I will take any risk. And it is all on me to save the day.
What you doing, Captain? What's going on?
I'm giving you a direct order to not go down with this ship. That's my job. And
you can't let her go down.
I am giving you an order to.
You can stay after 5 minutes, but then we're all gone, Captain. And then I take my helmet off. And there's like a beep noise.
So just so you know, when you start self-destruct, you have 10 minutes. So you could.
Okay.
Or
10 minutes. Well.
Yeah. But someone could also try to cancel the self-destruct.
Davis does not know the self-destruct sequence. Davis does have a flamethrower full of a gasoline that might not be useful for this object.
A gasoline. That's a good way to put it.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. So you do have to make a comm tech roll to turn on the reactor and set it to self-destruct.
Oh, I was just going to blow it up. Will that blow up the ship? Oh,
you're going to blow it up? Yeah, that would blow up. It would be a different kind of blow up, but yeah, that would blow up the ship. I mean, you could just press some buttons if you want. But
okay, I'll try that first. Okay, I'll try pressing buttons first.
Okay, so that's a comm tech roll.
Okay. I got all 3s.
You got all 3s? So you can push yourself if you want to reroll or not.
I'm also doing my stress, and I got a 1.
You got a 1 in your... Okay, so you have to panic.
You got a 10.
You got a 10. Someone have the panic table up? By chance.
Tables. Panic roll 10. I freeze.
Oh.
Cameron. You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next point of action. Your stress level and the stress level of friendly people not relevant increases by 1. All right, so I heck it up, and then I'm just like frozen there, trying to figure out, well, how am I supposed to set this to self-destruct?
Mm-hmm. And then you glance down at your flamethrower.
Full of a gasoline that might not be helpful for this object, or very helpful.
All right. Let's cut to inside the mess hall. The 2 people begin opening up their... I don't think we're going to roll initiative. We're just going to say that these 2 people go, "What the fuck is that?" and start shooting their guns at this monster, which rushes up and grabs one of them by his flight suit and flings him across the room like the one earlier did with Davis, and then turns to the other one, and she's kind of like running and hiding and like cat and mouse. They're shooting, things are happening. Ava, what are you doing during all of this? It doesn't really look at you. Like, it seems focused on the other 2, on the 2 humans. Like, there's a moment where it actively passes you. It could reach out and just slash at you or whatever, but it doesn't. It goes for the humans.
She is staring numbly at this scene, this kind of blank synthetic face going on, and she whispers to them in answer to their question, "This is what we found instead of the artifacts." And she gets distracted and kind of bends down and picks up one of her origami creations, and she remembers how long she was alone up here because all of her people were asleep, being protected by her, or were dead. And she just kind of sits at one of the mess hall tables and waits to see what happens.
Okay.
Lays down the manila envelope, sets down her origami on top of it.
All right. Downstairs in Deck D, Sergeant Reed is freaking out. She's like got her gun. She's pointing at you. You can't really hear. You can just hear a lot of screaming from inside the ship. And you can see from external cams on Daisy that she's pointing the gun at them. She's pointing the gun at herself. She's pointing the gun like she is freaking out. And Clayton and Wilson are like trying to talk her down from whatever is happening.
I got 1 round left in that bullet gun.
You do.
Yeah, you got yeah.
And I have a full clip in the pistol.
You have a magazine pistol.
Can I radio Ava as we're walking back to Daisy?
Yeah, you can put in a radio centered on the mess hall.
Ava, do you copy?
You hear screams and like bullets. I mean, you guys can hear shooting, even on Deck D.
Jeez.
From upstairs in the mess hall, and shotgun blasts and things like that.
All right, then I just do it on the open channel in the mess hall, you know, and it's just maybe I don't even know that I know for sure she's in the mess hall, do I? Did
Davis say
No,
that?
you think I'm on the way up.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you think Davis told you that she's on her way to you?
Okay, all right. I just open channel on like C deck. Like, we are Ava. We are in motion to Daisy. Eyes up. Anything fun found on your way, please bring it with you. Thank you. And I reload my pistol, and I look at Cham, and I go, if what Davis is saying is true, and Ava is on her way down here with $1 million, here's the plan. We're going to walk into Daisy, and we're going to shoot all 3 of them in the head.
Are they all in Daisy? I thought they were outside of Daisy.
They're outside Daisy still.
Oh,
They're
we're
by
in
the
Daisy.
store. Yeah, you 2 are in Daisy. Like Cham scooted over while you were setting it up and all the
I
commotion.
thought we're gonna turtle up inside Daisy is all I care about. Like, you know. Well, is there anything? I feel like there's a lot of useful stuff out in the dock. But
Do you have the will to act, Mr. Cham?
what do you want? What should we do, Captain? I think personally, we wait on Davis. We wait on Ava. I'm not gonna leave without Davis, and I'd like Ava to join us. We could get out of here. There's a lot of places out in the colonies where we can disappear.
The ship is going to be goodbye in a few minutes. Okay.
And it should.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Just follow my lead, and I load my pistol. And
I got one round. That's it.
Let's walk up to.
Bolt gun.
Yeah. What's the range on that thing?
Let me check.
Probably short, maybe.
It might be a little bit further.
I had point blank works really well.
Yeah, that's preference.
So what were you doing? The bolt gun is short range, so it's not. You don't have to be engaged, but you have to be close to them.
Okay. All right. Ready when you are, Captain.
Okay, we're just gonna be real cool. We just walk real casual up to the altercation.
Yeah, so they've gotten Sergeant Reed to put her gun on the ground. They've kind of talked her into putting it on the floor, and they're kind of like trying to talk her. She's still kind of frantic, but she at least is no longer armed.
Okay. Based on the information that my character has in this moment, as far as I know, Davis is about to start the self-destruct sequence to the ship, and Ava is on her way down with Cash.
Yes.
Cool. So, can I fire twice in one round?
No, unless you have a weapon that has auto fire, which you do not.
Which company person is closest to me?
Wilson is closest. Clayton is a little further.
Okay, I know Wilson sabotaged the what was it called?
Montero?
The Montero. All right, I'm going to shoot Wilson in the head, and then I'm going to point my gun at.
If he does that, I'm going to shoot
the other one.
Reed, and I'll use my story point. Yeah, because I think she's about to turn, and we're going to have a monster in our midst.
Very possible. Let me. Okay, let's resolve this. So,
Poor Reed.
So we're gonna roll initiative because combat's so deadly in this game. You can't just like sneak up on someone and shoot them because then you might just one shot them. So everybody's getting a point in initiative. So
okay, so that's the D10. Yeah. I got a 1.
8.
Oh, you got a 1. Ooh, so 1 for Miller. Chim got an 8. Okay. So, Miller, you are definitely acting first. And you are shooting your former friend? No.
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
It's been up my ass for years. This is going to be great.
So roll that pistol. So you get actually a +1 bonus for using a pistol. So you get another die. And he's not even facing you. Yeah, he's dealing with Reed and trying to use his talkative ways. Oh boy, he sure doesn't have a lot of health. So,
all right, so help me out here. Pistols how many?
Pistol. So you roll your ranged combat. And
Just ranged combat. Okay.
You add your agility, or no, yeah, agility, and then you add another +1 for a bonus from the pistol.
+1 from the bonus from the pistol and my current stress.
And your current stress, yeah. That's a lot of dice. Holy moly, you can hear all them dice.
That's a lot of dice. Wow. Jeez, man.
Well, I rolled 2 1s on my stress dice.
Okay, that's okay.
And 2 6s.
Okay. You think of all the bullshit that you've had to deal with from Wilson ever since he was embedded onto your crew. Like, this is your ship. You've been running the Montero for years. And this motherfucker comes in and pretends like he knows more than you on how to run a ship. Like, he's kind of chubby and flabby, and he doesn't really... Like, you've had him watching you over your shoulder for so long, and you've just had enough of it. And you know he probably blew up your ship. He does not care about any of your crew or you. He is just as bad as any other corporate cog. And you unload your pistol. And it's enough damage that he falls to the ground. So the way killing people in this game works is kind of interesting. You actually have to fail an empathy roll. Otherwise, you don't kill them. Unless you have a specific talent, which you don't. It's like a soldier talent. Because killing people should not be a thing a space trucker does normally. You'll have to do that on your next turn. But in the meantime, he is out. And I will roll on the critical table for him. Because he is a sort of PC. Nah, yeah, that'll be more fun. I'm all about fun. Okay, so you shoot him in his shoulder. It catches him in his shoulder, and he falls to the ground. And you can see he can't really move that arm. It seems like you got it in one of the parts that moves your arm. You know? That part, the arm control part. Everyone knows that part. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Rotator cuff.
There it is. It is now Clayton's turn. And you are taken aback at how fast she reacts. Almost as though she foresaw that betrayal might be in the works. And she reaches down and grabs up the pulse rifle and turns and shoots at you with that pulse rifle. Which, let me look up those pulse rifle stats.
Which can kill you very easily.
Well, again, it'll be the same. You know, if we hit a 0, then you got to roll. You got to roll on the critical table. Okay, let me check her stats too. I don't think she's very good at ranged combat, so you've got that going for you, and there's no bonus. Okay. Oh, I'm wrong. She does have points in it. How much health do you have?
What did I start off with? I think I have 3 health left.
You have 3 health left? Okay, she hits you once with the rifle. She turns, and it's a snapshot. It's really quick, and it's set on single fire, not on auto. It's on semi. So it's just one shot that she gets off. It hits you for 2 damage.
Yeah.
As the big round smashes into your shoulder. Next is Reed, who is still freaking out and turns around and runs away.
Okay.
Then it is Cham's turn.
I mean, you know, Cham was expecting Clayton to fold. Like, you know, he's like, yeah, we need to take care of the Marine. The Marine runs away. Clayton's firing. I'm going to use my story point to fire my last bolt gun at Clayton and hit her with the story point.
Yeah, so... Wait, did you roll 1s on your stress dice too, Travis? Just rolling back a sec. I don't remember.
On the to hit? Yeah, yes, I did.
So roll your panic. Don't forget that panic. So the bolt gun does a lot of damage.
It's armor piercing, right?
Yeah, it's armor piercing as well. She's not even wearing any armor. So yeah, it slams into her, and it like goes through her shoulder and carries her backwards. So she's like stuck against the wall, and she drops. Sorry, I moved away from my. She drops the rifle as well onto the ground, and it clatters to the ground, and she's clearly stuck.
Okay. I mean, do I have a? That was just like one thing. Do I have any actions left?
So you can move. You can pick up that pulse rifle if you want as your fast action.
I'm securing.
Okay, sure. You're securing the rifle.
Yeah.
How'd you do, Captain Miller, on your panic roll?
Got a 6.
Okay, so nothing happens. Okay, you've disabled both of them. They're both broken by game rules. You can try and kill them if you want. Again, you have to fail an empathy roll.
Cam doesn't want to kill him. He leaving them on this ship is fine enough for him. He already feels like a terrible person.
Sure.
You know, and Captain, I don't know if Davis and Ava are on their way. They should have been here by now. Davis should have been here by now. And he like basically has the pulse rifle and the motion tracker. Should we go looking for him or wait?
He like listens. Do we hear the self-destruct sequence having started? No one's saying anything.
It hasn't started yet, has it?
How far away are we from the reactor? It was on C deck, right?
So it's like right above you, actually, where you currently are in the vehicle bay.
It's not that far away. The reactor.
No, it's not. You hear the pulse rifle from upstairs has stopped, but the shotgun is still going off every now and then. And I'll tell you what that means in a second. But what do you guys? What's your move?
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
All right.
I'm bleeding.
Who's better at guns? So am I. I'm wounded too.
I have a range combat of 1.
That's better than me.
Okay.
What's your agility?
3.
All right, yeah, I'll hand Captain the pulse rifle. I'll take up the motion tracker.
Sweet.
And unless I think there's a reload for this bolt pistol somewhere here within very easy reach, I'm just gonna throw it down and have the motion tracker, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'll hand you my pistol. I'll hand you what's left of my handgun.
Oh, okay.
I'll trade
Is there still ammo? in it?
Tracy's. There's still ammo. Oh, no, you rolled a 1, so there's no ammo in it.
Oh, all right. I emptied the clip.
Yeah,
well,
you shot him
keep
a
it
lot.
single shot, Captain.
Yeah.
All right.
Just single shot.
Okay. Inside the mess hall, the alien has grabbed the woman with the rifle by her shoulders, lifted her up, and done that like bite on her neck, and she has gone limp. The man, now with tears in his eyes, I might add, is just shooting it with the shotgun and reloading and shooting it with the shotgun, trying to kill it, but he doesn't seem to be penetrating its armor. What would you like to do, Ava?
She would like to go to some circuitry and attempt to rip out some wires so she can get a spark, because she remembers that fire works really well, and her good friend Miss Davis really likes fire.
So, you can go to one of the kitchen. There's like propane.
Oh, I forgot we were in like a mess hall, so there's like a
exactly.
kitchen back there.
Yeah. So if you want to they use.
Can
like
I be like scattering my little origami behind me, so it's just like a trail of things that are just gonna burn?
It's like rose petals to a beautiful bed filled with
flammable dominoes.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's good. Sure, you can use it in that regard. And you can go to the back where you find, it's not propane, it's like a really clean burning gas that they use in the ovens that you could access if you want.
Yeah, so she's just going to be setting this up really calmly. She wants to take out its nest. She wants to take out it. Just, this is the end game for Ava.
Okay. Cool. Davis, it's been a couple minutes. It's been like 5 minutes. You know.
Only 5.
You said you were going to light it up.
Yeah, so Davis puts her helmet back on. And she says, Captain, you still there?
I mean, I would think Cam's been trying to get in touch with her pretty much since we started off.
Oh my God, I have so many messages in this thing.
There's really a lot.
Has Ava gotten to you yet?
No, we haven't seen Ava. We don't know where she's at.
Must have broken her promise. Couldn't have been that good a friend. I knew I should have studied comtech like my parents wanted me to.
Just Davis, just get
self-destruct sequence isn't working.
Just get to us. Mother can do it remotely.
I don't know if taking the stimulants has like a sound, like a clicking sound or something, but you guys hear all of them.
Yeah, you hear like the squish of a syringe going inside of her arm.
I haven't taken a whole pack before. Also, haven't done what I'm about to do before. Don't think I'll do it again. I'd get on Daisy now if I were you.
Why would you get on Daisy now if you were you?
There's only one way I'm shutting down this ship.
We already lost Rye, Davis. Don't do this. All
right, I'm gonna count to 10. I'm gonna count to 10 and I'll be okay. Can barely feel a thing right now.
Cham's about to take off running.
And the channel closes again. My helmet off. I dramatically walk to the reactor.
He tries to run past, right? Like he tries to take off. I don't know if Captain heard any of that. I'm assuming you heard all of it.
Did I hear that, or was it in the helmet?
It was in the helmet.
Oh, I mean, I'll let him know. Just she's doing something stupid, and
Okay.
but I mean, like, I don't know. You heard maybe my responses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know that Davis has a death wish, and
Captain
like-
Miller, agenda. Remember your agenda, Captain Miller.
and so that's what I'm saying. Can I spin on my heel, open an alt channel to all decks,
Mm-hmm.
give the Ava 6 unit a direct order to gather the materials found, any valuable materials on this ship, particularly the material found in the corporate suite, and report to the Daisy unit immediately. And I'm going to use my direct order, the pull rank thing.
Oh, yeah, I think this would apply here to Ava.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop what you are doing.
So you do have to roll command.
I do.
To make this like really like cinegraphic, I imagine she's actually got the bonds in her hand and she's busy commenting to Michelle Clayton, who's not here. I was wrong. They are useful as they like hover above the flame. Come on, Travis, save your money. You can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
You're holding one of those stick lighters in one hand, kind of just like, oh, so much dice.
Yeah, it's a
What
lot
a
of
game.
dice.
What up, Shadowrun?
Okay. So 6 on my stress dice,
Doesn't mean anything.
but 3 1s on my normal
So that's
dice.
perfect. The stress dice still counts as a success. The normal dice don't count as anything. So,
Ooh.
yeah. You have been
Nice.
commanded, Ava, as Captain Miller has said. And so you... Can we read the fluff out loud again first, Travis? Do you have it in front of you?
I do. Oh, my order.
Yeah,
for
the poll rank
number 3?
thing, just so Charlie knows what it means.
Oh, yes, I do. It is right here, and it says, "Hold on." That's the NPCs.
I
Here's
think it means you
here it
literally
is.
have to do what you're told.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
As long as they belong to the same organization, I force the one to follow your orders and perform a specific action. I roll command against your manipulation, and if I win, the target must follow your order, even if it means harm or danger to yourself.
Yeah. So you can roll...
And my stress level goes up by 1.
Yeah, you roll empathy against that, Ava.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's it. 1 success. Oh no, it's a 5. Sorry, it's a 5.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay.
yeah, you have to listen to what Captain Miller is telling you to do.
So the bond in her hand comes up. This is the only thing she can think of that Captain Miller could be alluding to. And she'll still drop that flame because she doesn't need that anymore. She's going to walk back through the mess hall, envelope in hand. And because I was successful earlier, can I unlock the door and let
you can
myself
just
out?
you can
and
just open it easily.
And just keep going. Can I collect a shotgun on the way out? Because I do know there's an alien baddie guy who I still haven't killed, who could be following, and I wouldn't want my friends to get eaten by the bad guy.
Yeah, you can,
Right.
it's actually the pulse rifle on the ground. You can just snatch
Okay.
that up as you walk out. Do you lock the door
And-
behind you too?
Yeah, she wants to trap that thing. I mean, I'm sure there are other ways out of that room for it, but
Mm-hmm. It's distracted.
drop the match. Let the origami go up.
You just hear the sounds of flames catching. And okay. Cham,
Really
you're-
hope that the shotgun damage from earlier did something to weaken it.
Cham, you're racing to the reactor core, correct?
Yeah. He's gonna take the quickest way he knows there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you see Davis standing there with a flamethrower, pointing it at the reactor core.
Davis, no! We can get off the ship.
Also, sorry, there is no remote detonation, by the
Oh,
way.
okay. Yeah, I didn't. He doesn't know either.
If you're just saying that to distract her, then good. I like it.
Yeah. He doesn't. He has no idea what Mother's. He assumes Mother can do anything, right?
Oh.
It's Mother. And so, yeah, he's just screaming at the top of his lungs if he can. You know, we've got the ship. We're fine. Everything's good. We don't need it. Please. And he, you know, he just is like, he can't lose another person today. Like, he just can't. It would kill him.
Davis is like delusional at this point because she just took a pack of whatever she found under the mattress. She thinks she's seeing things. She's singing whatever like the company song is in like a creepy slow motion just to get in whatever she thinks is enough time for the captain and real Cham and Ava to get on Daisy. And then she's going to hit the trigger.
Is there time to like just tackle her?
So let us roll a dice to determine whether there is time.
Yeah, D10, 10-sided die.
Let's do
Initiative.
it. D10. Yeah.
5, better than 8.
3.
Okay, 3 wins.
All right. No.
And Davis just kind of turns to imaginary Cham and is like, maybe Rye was right. Maybe I do have a problem. Boom.
Yeah. So let's also roll. I'm gonna roll a d20. If it's a 1 through 3, then the gasoline tank explodes in your hands. Okay, it's a 16. The reactor core goes up, and you see that it's caught, and the kind of white glowing light from within changes to a murkier, darker, yellowish tinge, and then quickly changes to a red. And Mother's voice comes on and says, "Reactor overload. Reactor overload. Ship will explode in T-minus explode. Ship will self-destruct in T-minus 5 minutes." Ship will destruct.
Still got 5 minutes.
Yeah. How close am I to Davis? Because I will pull her out as she's like spraying.
Yeah, you're in the room adjacent, so you can open the door, grab her, and pull her out, and then
yeah. What are you doing? And if there's needles in her arm, he'll pull them out, just like get her out of, drag her back to as quick as we know how.
Oh, wait, you're real. And I'm like touching your face.
Yes. Ava's on her way.
okay.
Yeah, his number one priority is getting back to Daisy with Davis.
Yeah. Okay. So, and Ava, you're walking down the hallway when Captain Miller appears at the other end. And I assume...
You're just in time.
Yeah.
We're walking this way.
Captain Miller, I have something for you.
Excellent. Yes, I'll take a look at that. What is it? Fascinating. Excellent. Why don't you step right onto Daisy here, and we're going to go ahead and get this prep for dust off. And then I peek.
Daisy is not my ship.
No, it's my ship. You're going to help me fly it. Or you don't have to. You could also stand right there. But we're leaving.
The mess hall is on fire.
Awesome. I'm thrilled to hear that. That's the best news I've heard all day, in fact. And I just start throwing switches in Daisy to GTFO.
Yeah. So you pull Ava with you down onto the ship. Davis and Cham also arrive at the same moment as Mother says T-minus 2 minutes. As you pass them, Clayton with her arm still stuck. She's been like clawing at it. You can see that her fingernails have actually like torn off. She's been trying so hard to like pull it out. She's like, "You can't leave us. You can't just leave us."
We absolutely can.
Okay.
She's talking to me?
She's talking to you. She's talking to whoever passes by.
Cool. Watch me, sweetheart.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. She pulls out of her pocket a glass vial and throws it at you.
Ah!
was prepping for dust off.
Oh, you're right. All right. That's fine. That's stupid. I wanted someone to die in my game. That's fine.
I tried my best, Rudy.
You did.
Also tried.
Yeah.
Dice. Okay. So you all hop in, you take some fancy flying, but Davis is able to kind of scoot it out of the way. And you guys
I'm not fit to pilot, or I'm
really?
super fit to
I was
pilot.
gonna say
I
it's
can
like
pilot it.
you can time slows for you.
Yeah.
And you are the ship.
I am the ship.
You are Daisy.
We put her in the co-pilot seat, turn off the controls.
I think that I'm the ship. I think I'm doing all these cool moves.
Yeah.
Really, I'm just like,
I've got 6 agility if someone does want.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
sure. Give it a roll.
Okay.
And someone else can give you +1 to help. Davis is... I guess. Uh-oh. 2 6s. Okay, cool. Yeah, you absolutely get it out in time, and in the distance, you all hear the boom of the Cronus exploding, taking with it... Oh, and you see another ship fly away too. That's right. As you're going downstairs, you hear another metal clang that you assume is undocking.
That's smart of them.
And whoever that was got out of there. And you all get away. And hold on, I have a thing for people to read. Someone can read this. Captain, why don't you read this?
Oh my god.
Once I
An
find
email?
it. No, I'll paste it in back chat.
We're gonna find it. Well, we're immediately start talking about what I'm gonna change my name to and what I want my new nose to look like, and how
So we can get lost down the colonies.
yeah, we're gonna go disappear. Everybody, hope you're ready. Hope nobody had any family they were hoping to talk to in the near future. Because all right, here we go. Oh, this is great. Oh, sweet. Hold on, I gotta get my name here. Okay. All right, excellent. Final report of the commercial starship Montero. Vanessa Miller, captain, reporting. Only 4 of us have survived. The rest of the crew are dead, as are the crew of the science exploration vehicle Cronus. Both ships and their cargoes destroyed. It's up to the colonial marshals to take it from here and clean up this mess. This is Vanessa Miller signing off.
And that's Alien! Yay!
God damn. Wow.
that got really intense.
That was badass. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. So, thank you guys for playing this game with me. I know I came in and was like, I want to play this! So thank you so much for,
Thank you for
accepting my
Wow.
offer. Thank you, Charlie, for jumping in late notice to take over because Prue couldn't make it. Very much appreciated. Let us go around and tell the people where they can find you on the internet, starting with Lisa Penrose.
My name is Lisa. You can find me at Merciful DM on Twitter and Instagram. I do a bunch of D&D stuff, so if you like D&D, check it out. You can also find all the things I do at Lisa with a Y, LYSA, Penrose.com.
Nice. Moving right along, Charlie, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Frost and Fire on the Twitters, no O in the from. I play all over the place. Coming up next, I am on Monday appearing on Encounter Roleplay in Inquisitor in the 2 p.m. Eastern slot. But we're also working real hard this weekend on Lost Girls podcast, which you can follow at New Amsterdam. Started right here on WebDM, and we're moving over to podcast format. Very excited for that. Actual play using Cypher System, vampires in the 80s. What's not to love, right?
Checks out. All right. Travis, where can people find you? Obviously, besides WebDM, but where else?
Man, Rudy, you're the man. Yes, I am the producer of WebDM. I am so glad to be playing a game on the WebDM Twitch, and especially this game. You can find me on Twitter at Producer Trav. I play D&D Monday and Tuesday nights with Lindy's crew. Marvelous people. We got a couple of awesome campaigns going. I am running a monthly Alien campaign in my own continuity that blends Blade Runner and Predator and Alien and all the Ridley Scott and Beyond diverse into kind of one thing. We're doing it monthly. We're going to do another one here in a couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for that because we're going to use this system, by God. And so I'm pumped about that. And that's about it. WebDM next week. Kobolds. Catch it.
Finally, someone needs to talk about kobolds.
Right? At last, kobolds.
Last.
Are they dogs or reptiles? Can't wait to find what you guys think.
I forget what I said. That's the beauty of doing these videos. Is I don't remember anything that we talk about. That's the virtue of ADD. Kind of like Alzheimer's, you can hide your own Easter eggs. I am Jim, 1/4 of WebDM. You can find me here on Thursday nights where I run the Land Between Two Rivers, as well as the aquatic adventures of something. I didn't really come up with a campaign name for the others because I just didn't. But we're using the Ghost of Saltmarsh sort of sea crawl rules, as well as some Hot Springs Island to bring you some weird underwater D&D action. And so we're having a lot of fun with that. Yeah, and other than that, I will be on Kobold Press's new Twitch channel coming up, I think, at the end of July, where I'll be playing in one of their Midgard games. Really like Midgard because of the dark fantasy aspect of it, and it's one of my favorite just pre-published settings that's out there. Super excited to play that. So yeah, other than that, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. It was great to play with you guys. Great to play this game. I loved every minute of it. Thank you very much, Rudy. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Travis. Super great. Excellent. And yeah, I guess that's it. Here we are.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about my places too.
Yes.
You can follow me on Twitter at Rudy Basso. Head to don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com for lots of great RPG podcasts. We have actual plays, we have analysis, we have interviews, lots of neat stuff. I am on the Demon Plague Twitch show and podcast. We stream every Tuesday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork or twitch.tv/DND. We give out a free copy of the adventure every week. It's 1 to 20. It's over 300 pages. You should come tune in and get it because we've given out a bunch. So if you enter, you probably will win. Also, this Friday night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing a charity stream at twitch.tv/LunarLightHQ. I'm going to be running Honey Heist. We're raising money for the Pride Center of New Jersey for Pride Month. So, I would love for you to stop by and watch us play that very, very silly game. I think that's it from me. Anything else from you guys? Travis, Jim?
I don't think so. We don't have anything big coming up now that I know of.
Oh. Just kobolds, which is big but little at the same time.
Yes.
And then more of the economics of D&D.
We do that. We try not to just overload everybody with a bunch of high
Mixing it up.
concepts.
I just want to say that I'm glad to see all these faces in my Zoom chat. This has been a really cool, awesome thing to finally play with Lisa and to play with Charlie again, play with Brother Jim. So, Rudy, you did a great job. Love this game. Thank you for introducing me to it as a player. I'm glad I got to do this.
All right. Great. Have a wonderful night. Bye.